Actually, guys, the appeal was approved on the main, so I'm going to go down and come right back up. Okay? Guys, appeal was approved on the main. We're going to come down and go right back up. Appeal approved. Be right back. Going up on the main. Let's see here. Welcome back in, guys. Welcome back in. The mysterious community guidelines that none of us know what that means, but the appeal was approved, so here we are. We're back. Sorry about that. That sucked. Got Nemo's back here. Hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. Again, I never accept two people at once. All right. Thank you, guys. Guys, do all the good things like our friend Erika says. Help us. Let's get this thing back on track. We can do it. We can do it. We've been there before. It's fine. We got it. Appreciate it. I'm gonna reset. We'll do a small goal here. If you guys can pop that out, that would be great. I know we both appreciate it. Oh, he was gonna come back. I bet he's got that echo thing going on. So weird. Appreciate you guys doing all those good things. Thank you very much for helping out. Sorry, but at least we're back. So we're back. You know. Yeah. So.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Fucking swear to God. Oh. All right. Two. We are back. There was definitely somebody who was trying to call in multiple times. You're welcome to call in now. If you're over here on the TikToks, you can just request on up. Nemo and I are ready to talk to you. Appreciate you guys coming back. Appreciate everything. We were at, between here and the Tube, we were at 1,600 people. The Tube was cranking as well. That's a bit of a bummer. Also, to our friends over on the Tube, I know that there were at least 3 different super chats that I did not get to see, that I did not get to read. I am incredibly sorry about that, because when the stream ended, they went away, and I didn't realize that they would all immediately just go. I thought I was going to be able to grab like a screen cap of them. I apologize. So if that was you, I again, my deepest apologies. So, because I really like to read out those. Nemo and I both like to read out all of the messages that we get for you guys, and we really appreciate that you guys want to do that. So, again, my deepest apologies to you when the stream ended. I will make sure in the future that if that happens again, that we make sure to do a screen cap in advance. So, again, my deepest apologies if you were one of those people. Sorry about that. But in the meantime, call in. let us know what you guys want to talk about, because we want to talk about Donald Trump. Also want to say real quick thank you to SR. It says the Central Park Five were black boys. They were teens. That is an excellent point. They were literal teenagers, and calling them men is honestly doing the situation a disservice. So thank you for pointing that out. Also want to point out one other thing. Correction on my end. Erika did the math. I was wrong. I transposed 2 months in 2004. I thought that the interview that Donald Trump did with Howard Stern was in July of 2004 and Lindsay Lohan's birthday was in December. I flipped them. Her birthday was in July and the interview was in December. So technically, she had turned 18 by the time of the interview. Still, the fact that they were talking about her previously, retroactively, is still fucking weird. But I did want to correct myself on that point. Thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. Flag it.
Oh, standard MAGA.
Yeah, there you
go. Thank you, Grumingo, for the Venmo. He said ice cream. Thank you for that. And let's see. Amy, thank you for the PayPal. Said keep up the good fight. Well, thank you for that. I definitely will. And Nancy, thank you for the Cash App. You said, thanks for being you. And is that a picture of Grant? It's actually a picture of General Sherman. I need to resize it. But yeah, it's Sherman.
I'm liking it. I'm digging the new background actually a lot. I like it. I'm a fan.
For those that aren't familiar entirely with Sherman, I was letting someone else know the badassery that is Sherman. Let's see. I'm gonna send you an image.
I mean, we could just talk about his middle name, bro. That would be good enough to have him as a badass. But wait, there's more.
What is his middle name?
Dude, you don't know his middle name is Tecumseh.
That is a name. Okay.
Right? Tecumseh. Anyways.
Tecumseh.
Yeah. Wait, you sent me an image? I haven't got it. Oh, there it is. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tecumseh. I'm just like that just tickles me for some reason. Anyways, here we are.
So what we have here is a map of Sherman's march to the sea. So this is during the Civil War. General Sherman employed what's referred to as total war tactics or scorched earth tactics, literally scorched earth. So it's kind of hard to, I guess, visualize just from that, but basically if you look at the squiggly lines that are just tracing the route, there were multiple units that were moving. So everything that falls between the squiggly lines, so everything from the purple and then all the way up to whatever ends up being the squiggly line at the top. At one point it's blue, another point it's orange. Everything between those lines was burned to the ground completely. It was a 50-mile wide path of absolute destruction, the whole thing. And the only thing that was spared were plantations that were liberated. So slaves that were liberated, they were offered some things if they chose to fight for the Union after being liberated. Those things were some farming implements and some land. Specifically, that would be 40 acres and a mule. That is where that comes from. Sherman promised them 40 acres and a mule if they fought for the Union after being liberated. That would have been Special Field Order. I always forget the number. 120.
Nemo, I love this graphic a lot, but my favorite reason is the telegram, the telegram quote, because I've heard this before. I remember the first time that I ever heard this was in my AP American History class, and I thought that this was one of the most badass things ever. Like, this has to be one of the best telegrams ever sent, which is on December 21st of 1864 was when Sherman captured Savannah. So when he got there, okay? And so they captured Savannah, and he sent Abraham Lincoln, the president, he sent him a telegram. And I quote, and this is December 21st, by the way, "I beg to present you as a Christmas gift the city of Savannah with 150 heavy guns, plenty of ammunition, and also about 25,000 bales of cotton." Like, that's fucking awesome. Like, you're like send the president a telegram like, "Hey, I got you a Christmas present. We captured the city of Savannah." Like,
yep.
Fucking A. I love that so much.
It was pure badassery. Also, I was wrong on the number. It's Special Field Order number 15. That's the 40 acres and a mule. And literally everything from Atlanta to Savannah was burned to the ground. And the idea was that if you inflict enough pain on the Confederacy, they'll break, which at that point, Georgia was really like the last little bit. That's where a lot of the infrastructure was. Atlanta was a hub for rail lines. There was a lot there. Savannah, to your point about Sherman gifting it to Lincoln, Savannah, if you ever go to Savannah, you'll notice that it's very old. Like, all of Savannah is very, very old. The layout is weird. I mean, parking is hell there, but like layout is really weird looking. And you know, we're talking about cobblestone type streets and stuff. It's very old. And the reason why is because that was one of the only things that was spared. Sherman did not burn Savannah. That was the only thing. Like, once he got to Savannah, he stopped. And that's the only reason that we still have all this old architecture in Savannah, which, I mean, it's great because it's historical, it's beautiful, but yeah, everything else was burned to the ground.
It really is a testament to. I really liked Savannah when I went. I thought Savannah was beautiful, beautiful city. I enjoyed it a lot. I was actually there over St. Patrick's weekend for my brother's bachelor party. That was a time. But I really did enjoy Savannah a lot. And to your point, also, having recently visited Charleston, South Carolina, another southern city that escaped complete and total destruction and or burning, and managed to have a bunch of its colonial architecture survive, which is good because obviously we needed Sherman needed to do what he did, but at the same time, it is a little sad that we lost a lot of history there, and that's, you know, that sucks.
Yeah,
it's not cool.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. He did what he had to do. I mean, I get it.
Oh yeah. It's funny because growing up, I mean, especially in Georgia, you learn about the Civil War, and some teachers that I had, they weren't like, I guess, apologists for the Confederacy, but there were a couple times that when they talked about the March to the Sea, they mentioned how, you know, Sherman is sometimes considered evil for what he did. And I mean, nowadays, whenever I hear these troglodytes come up and just spew their shit, I think that Sherman didn't march hard enough. I feel like instead of a 50-mile wide path of ash, it should have been 100. I mean, damn, guys.
Well,
I guess we didn't learn.
Well, but you say that, but really, you and I both know that it was the Reconstruction.
Oh yeah,
Sherman probably. Could Sherman have? He could have, but at the same time, I think that realistically, yeah. But I know what you mean. But I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. I get it.
Yeah, stopping Booth, that would have been the difference. Because, so again, Special Field Order number 15. That's 40 acres and a mule. That process was underway, and plots of land were already, put in place. This was happening all up through basically the Carolinas, and I think into maybe Virginia. And these farms were being put up, and I think that it lasted for maybe a year, and then, lo and behold, Lincoln got popped at the end of the Civil War by John Wilkes Booth. John Wilkes Booth infamously, after popping Lincoln, jumps down onto the stage, breaks his leg, screams "Sic Semper Tyrannis," which, I do love that phrase. It's a wonderful phrase.
It really is.
And then runs away, gets caught. Yeah. Now, the problem was that Lincoln's VP was a guy named Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson, not great Confederate sympathizer. And he basically just undid everything. So Special Field Order number 15 goes away.
Friendly reminder to everyone here, because I guess Nemo's, you're too young for this one, but anyone my age and older, you learned in school that the only president to ever be impeached was Andrew Johnson. That was when we were growing up. That was the only president to ever have been impeached. And then, of course, I was a sophomore in high school when Clinton got impeached. But up until that point, it was drilled into you, you knew. It was that was the one president who got impeached was Andrew Johnson. That was, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody. They just called on the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Yellow. Yes, that is one of the reasons why Clinton was such a big deal. Also, Clinton was such a big deal because it was about his infidelity with his wife. Also, it was such a big deal because the crime that he committed, if you guys think that the check fraud felony was a trumped-up charge, pun intended, if you think that was a trumped-up charge, go back and read the impeachment, the articles of impeachment for Bill Clinton in 98, and realize that what he was essentially charged with was just perjury, basically.
Yep.
That's it. He lied under oath about something he never should have been asked about under oath, quite frankly, but he did lie under oath. Anyways.
Yeah. The clever tagline that I had for Sherman, I was trying to workshop something and it was Sherman marched to DC, so Martin Luther King could march to DC. Yeah.
I feel like that's a t-shirt.
Right?
Just saying. All right. That one, I'll invite you on mute. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Anyways. That was weird. I like the Beach Boys, though. The Beach Boys are cool. Barbara Ann is a great song. That's great. But can't play that stuff though because we're on the tube and we'll copyright. It'll get taken down. So great song though. Good stuff. Listen to it later on. A lot of people have been asking about about my weekend, about the Sphere, and although I'm not like Drew Carey in the way that this was not my first Phish show. I've been to a number. Okay, I've been to a number of them. I do think that his reaction is appropriate. And so allow me to play you this short clip that I do feel accurately encompasses my feelings also.
I saw Phish at the Sphere this weekend. Never saw a Phish, didn't know a Phish tune, and they blew my minds off so hard. I thought to myself, I had a bunch of girls with me, and I thought to myself, is this what it's like to People that were there can verify 100% true. This is what it's like. It was like being edged for 4 days straight. And then right before the face-melting climax at the end on the 4th day, an angel comes down from heaven, Gabriel, and he shoots heroin in your arm. And he says, good luck now, and he leaves. And then you have an orgasm for 15 minutes while your eyeballs fall out of your head. Next time they play the Sphere, you better not miss it.
Anyways, that accurately sums up my thoughts.
Nice.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That was some imagery worthy of a Tool music video.
I love when that video came out. That was Drew Carey. I think it was 2 years ago because they didn't play that last year. That was 2 years ago when he came out with that and he said it. And I was like, yeah, like that. I mean, I it sounds a lot like a Phish show, but then like on a whole other level. So sure. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, we'd like you to hop in the box, have a conversation with us. Sorry that we had to do a restart, but we did. We're back. If you're over on the Tube or on Twitch, you can give us a ring. The phone line is open currently.
I'd like to point out.
M. Gasbury, hi. MG Gasbury, did you vote for Donald Trump? Are you with us?
At least just for right now.
Cool story. Yes, Phish Trucker. I met our friend Phish Trucker down in the chat. We met up on the last night outside the merch trailer. That was a lot of fun. That was very cool. So, I know you're all surprised that he was there. What with the handle Phish Trucker, but he was in fact there. We had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fine. And I will tolerate no Phish hate in the comments. None. Zero. Yes, yeah, Brian, that's it. Signing autographs for my many fan. Singular. But you know what? That's fine. Phish Trucker was a lovely gentleman, and he offered unspeakable things that I turned down. But I appreciated that he did. Like he didn't actually. It's not true. But yeah, definitely no Phish hate. If you have opinions about Phish that are unsavory, you can keep them to yourself. I will not tolerate that shit. Jennifer, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Cool. That's fun. Oh, boy. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can hop in the box. We could have a conversation. Or if you're over on the tube or on Twitch, you can call us, and we can have a chat that way. It would be great. Once again, also, if you guys are just joining us over on the tube, I had missed, I know, at least 2 or 3 different super chats. I do apologize again that I missed those. I really, really do. I'm sorry, guys. But we do have 2 more now. Thank you to Melvin. Says, huge Ohio icon. We studied him for 2 weeks in Ohio history. Yeah, Tecumseh, absolutely. Sherman was a big name. Thank you very much, Melvin. Always a wonderful supporter. We appreciate you. And our friend Soul of a Beer Can said, first time I had the devil's lettuce was to Phish. There, many an experience went that way, I think, for a lot of people. Oddly enough, all of my original Phish experiences were completely and utterly sober, listening to them with my with music major friends, and having a good old time that way. So, we're total fucking nerds. So, just want to point that out. Thank you. I mean, later on. I mean, obviously did stuff later on. I mean, this weekend was. Let's just say I celebrated today all weekend. Okay, I'm going to say that. But back then I was dialed in on the music. So the nerdy way. Yes, the nerdy way. Once again, guys, we've got like 200 people over on the tube. We got 750-ish people here, moving up to the 800 mark. Like, somebody's got to pop in. Gracie, they didn't kick you. TikTok kicked everybody. We had a lot of people in here. We had we were cranking, and yeah, they kicked everybody. Sorry about that. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Nigger!
Wow. That's a Trump supporter, guys. Also, I have your phone number, kiddo. Anyways, we do love the TikTok shop. I would really like to point out that we love the TikTok shop, and that person has nothing to do with us because we love the TikTok shop. And we've been talking about American history. What a great time to mention that Howard Zinn's People History of the United States is available in my showcase. The showcase, of course, being here on TikTok, and you can get this from the TikTok shop. That's right. This book, People's History of the United States. Great book. TikTok shop, showcase, you, buy, TikTok, showcase, shop, buy things. Or just go to your local library, or you can get it at a used bookstore, or like ask for it from a friend. I don't fucking care. But anyways, now we've said it, so love you, TikTok. You think you might buy that from the TikTok shop? That's a great one. That's a good idea. You can get discounts. Shipping is fast usually. Seems really good. Good deals.
So about those peace talks that are supposed to be happening in Islamabad, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen.
What happened?
I mean, unless JD Vance is in the air as we speak. Because I don't think that he's near there.
Why do you say that?
I think he was back stateside at some point. Hold on.
Because it says Iranian officials said privately that they would send a team if Vance was there. That's what I'm seeing. Said on Tuesday. Oh, I'm seeing from the Times, unless you have newer information. Vice President Vance expected to leave Washington for Islamabad on Tuesday, according to 2 U.S. officials, and 2 Iranian officials said that Mohammad Ghalibaf, the influential political and military figure who represented Iran at the last round of talks, would attend if Mr. Vance also did. That's what I'm seeing in the time. I don't know. So maybe he's leaving. So he's leaving tomorrow, maybe, or today. I mean, today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
think you're right.
Kushner's. You think Kushner's going? Yeah, Kushner and Witkoff are probably going too. I would imagine. Dumb and Dumber, or Grift and Griftier, I should say. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I didn't.
Well, that is fantastic. Although we are just looking to speak to Trump supporters right now, friend.
Okay, I just want to keep it on the record. Let me just say 2 words, 2 snippets, and I'm going to be out. Fuck Trump. You lucky we're not going to raid it twice. But if you want to do Arc Raiders, we can do that shit anytime. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Good. Have a good one. I was watching Polly and Ari's stream together. I was watching their joint stream, and fucking somebody sent up a super chat, and the super chat that they sent was, "I hope that Trump is reunited with his first wife soon."
Nice.
I was like,
we can all be so lucky.
I laughed. Brian, what's up, friend? How are you?
But that means he'd be on a golf course, and then I'd never play golf again. And it's just like, it'd be a whole thing.
Well, it would be one of like his golf courses, and you wouldn't have to go. You wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Touche.
Yeah.
No, I was just coming in to comment because you were talking about the, the peace talks, and just a little example of how incompetent this administration is the fact that we couldn't even get the reporting right, and they couldn't even keep a consistent through line on who was even going to represent us in these second talks. Like, first it came out that JD Vance wasn't going to be going, and then Mike Waltz came out and said he was going to be going, and then Donald Trump spoke to somebody else and said no, he's not going to be going, and then fucking Scott Besson came out and said no, he is going to be going, and then no, he's not going. It's like we can't even get the people right at this point. Never mind what's going to happen with the talks.
It's embarrassing. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, obviously, the whole thing is a comedy of errors. Also, can I just say, as an aside, that I enjoy watching your reactions to the Lego videos the most. Like, your reactions to those are my favorite. I want to watch everyone with you, just being like, because you're like, while you're watching it, you're like.
Dude, there's so many Easter eggs.
Little things in there, and you're like, I hate to admit it. You're like, I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty sick beat. It's pretty.
I do. I feel like I need a shower after every time I enjoy one. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit. Like, god damn it. You know what I mean? Like, how could we be this incompetent? Like, we're losing on the Lego front. What the fuck? But they do. But they're so clever. so clever the way that it's not only so like a quick turnaround, like a news story will happen and it's like automatically put into, but it's like, it's like they're watching our podcast. You know what I mean? It's like the shit that we talk about. It's the the shit obviously in the news, but it's also like the speculatory shit. The rumor shit. You know what I mean? It's like it's so well done, and just the cleverness of being like, okay, if we do it with Lego, like we'll be able to avoid a lot of the red flags and community guideline stuff, as opposed to the White House putting out like direct strike footage and shit, which is obviously more likely to get flagged. I'm sure they have some control over that, obviously, especially on Twitter and shit. But you know what I mean? Like, it's obviously Legos is a universal language. A lot of people recognize it. They, it's instantly recognizable, even if you don't understand the lyrics, like the beat. Like it's well done. You can tell they're going for the Western audience. You know what I mean? It's not meant for the Iranian people to propagandize them. You know what I mean? And to an aspect, it's not even propaganda. It's really not, because it's based on the news reports. It's based off of the stuff with Kash Patel in the reporting on him, the stuff with Pete Hegseth and the reporting on him as far as his, sexual exploits and showing up to Fox drunk in the morning and stuff like that. So it's like, they keep calling it propaganda. I just call it like a news source at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, oh man, we just make it easy for them. The leadership is just really that fucking embarrassing.
No, and right now I don't feel like there's any way, like Donald Trump's put us in such a corner and put himself in such a corner that it's almost like, full steam ahead is almost the only route out that he can see. I mean, we've heard Hegseth and Trump just recently talk about how they're locked and loaded and reloading all the ships, and we've heard the reporting of go for it.
All right, hang on one sec. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Yellow. Anyways, sorry, you were saying.
But like the reporting of like the new Israeli strike packages inside Iran, if in fact there's like, you can tell that they've like any deal right now is going to be seen as like a 38 Munich agreement type of Neville Chamberlain coming back waving a white fucking piece of paper, thinking that you have peace for our time.
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hell no.
Well, that's fantastic. We are just looking to talk to Trump supporters right now, though, friend.
Am I on the stream right now?
No, sorry, but we appreciate you calling, though.
I just wanted to say Trump can suck my big.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
Nice.
But I mean, it's great and all, friend, but we don't need 2 community guidelines violations in one night.
Why, did you already get one?
Yeah. But we're here,
yeah.
but it's all good. So,
yeah, because like I was saying, I mean, it's just there's no way for him right now, no matter what deal is done, whether it's the $20 billion that they're thinking about handing over and frozen assets to try to entice them, whether it's the.
Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hi, it's me. It's Robert Kennedy. Hello.
Hi, Bobby. Can I be honest with you, Bobby? Can I be honest with you? I really don't want to talk to you. Can I talk to the brainworm instead?
I want to talk about the raccoon. Is that okay? I want to talk about the whales and all the roadkill that I strapped to my windshield.
That's good eating.
It's amazing you can continue a phone call while you're doing pull-ups.
Have you ever had raccoon meat? It's good for the muscles.
They're crafty little bastards.
This impression sounds like it hurts.
hey, man! Have you guys ever tried beaver urine?
Oh,
it's really good.
Oh no, too far, friend, too far.
Whenever you drink it, is your first reaction, damn?
I need. My first reaction is I need to get some more as soon as possible.
All right, friend. We appreciate it. We need to talk to some actual Trump supporters, but you're funny. We appreciate you. You have a good night. Okay. Good night, Bobby. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey man, I didn't vote for Donald Trump.
Okay. Well, we are just looking to talk to Trump supporters. Friend, did you have something you wanted to say real quick?
I'm curious, man. What is your how do you see the country going on the midterm?
I mean, I'll say my piece, and I'll let Nemo also. But I mean, and Brian too, if he wants to. But I would say my opinion is that the House is going blue for sure. I mean, with the number of elections that have already tipped in the Democrats' favor, and with the numbers that have tilted. I mean, it's staggering what we've seen so far. Even in these deep red Trump districts, even when the Republican wins, the tilt to the left is so strong. We're talking about a 20-point swing, an 18-point swing. These are unheard of numbers. So the House, yes, thought that the Senate was out of reach, but
right.
the New York Times, among others, they're calling the Senate in play. This isn't just like people like us speculating and being like, oh, well, maybe, you have like real publications out there going, hey, this could actually tilt in the direction of the Democrats and like in an actual majority. And so that could be a thing. Not just the Republicans lose a couple of seats, but like the Democrats have 51 seats or more. So I think it's a real possibility. It's going to definitely take a lot of work. People can't take your feet off the gas pedal and all, but that's what I would say. I mean, Nemo, I don't know if you have any other thoughts or what we want to add to that.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
What were you going to say, friend?
My other thing was I had one more question to ask, right? I don't know how you feel about Israel and all that, but I was curious. Let's just say Democrats do win, right? And they end up having, with all the power, able to change a lot of the things that the Republicans, changed around and whatnot. What do you think that they would do about Israel? Do you think that they would make sure to limit Israel's capabilities of what they are doing? Or do you think that they would also just go along like Biden did? I know Biden was the president, but, I'm saying as in like the senators.
I think that really depends on, I guess, the makeup of the Senate and the House as far as what Democrats we're talking about. If it's majority moderate Democrats in both chambers, then odds are we'll probably see, just kind of going along with it. There's probably going to be some, I guess, performative criticism. I mean, unfortunately, moderate Democrats are.
That part. I'm worried, man, that the performative, man, is kind of exhausting, right? As a regular day American, you see it. You see both parties, like they're both bought. At least from my point of view, I see both parties being bought. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to like. It's at least I just want to say something. I'm an immigrant, but I've gotten my citizenship in America. But ever since I've been living in America, right, I've noticed one thing, right. The one thing I have noticed is that no matter what, when either party, no matter which one goes into power, one plays a soft ball, almost like a soft hand of dealing with Israel. They will say a couple things, but make sure still to fund them and go through everything they say. The other one is the Republicans, they don't hide it. They're willing to just say, hey, I'm all in for Israel no matter what it is. And I've noticed that at least the two people I noticed from the Democrat side, right? Cory Booker and what is he? Kareem. I forget his other name. Kareem.
Hakeem
something?
Jeffries.
Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries. Those two right there, right? They are 100% bought. Like, I mean, there's a couple of videos of them being shown around. That alone, just like that was like the make of everything that I guess like kind of brought it all to light, like with social media and whatnot. But the times I've been living here, man, all I've noticed is that they have a really nasty hold on America.
To a
And
certain
I think,
extent, you are right, but it's definitely not a both sides. Like, it's not an equation as like it's not an equal equation. Basically, you know what I mean? It's to a certain extent between the Israeli lobby and in AIPAC, there is a certain control, but I mean, there's a clear example that we just saw, I think, with the Bernie Sanders resolution that he just tried to pass to stop I think it was 490 something billion to go towards Israel for another weapons package for 1,000-pound
right.
bombs and tractors
I've
and
seen
shit.
that.
But
I've seen that.
you went from having, I think it was some maybe 9 or 10 Democrats opposed to it or signing with it. I forget which one. I'm probably messing that one up, but it went up to like 40 of them at this point now. Not only that, but the support for Israel has fallen through the floor, even on the GOP side. There was a CNN clip the other day, and they were bringing up polling of GOP members under 50 and how far the support for Israel has fallen. Obviously, on the Democratic side, it's obvious how much it's fallen. So I think to a large extent, like, yeah, there is some control, but I do still think that there will be definite changes made if we do, in fact, take both the House and the Senate, whether it's, a lot more, regulations attached to any aid that does get sent, or if it's just outright stopping any of the aid that does get sent. There will be substantial change, I do believe. It may be hard to get.
I hope that's
We
the
may
case,
we
man.
may have to fight some of the leadership that inevitably, I believe, doesn't have the best interests. That does take money from these lobbies and probably is talking out of both sides of their mouth to a large degree. But I do think there will be some changes.
100%. No, I agree with you on that one, man. I hope that's the case, man.
Hi guys from.
Other than that, man, I really don't have anything much to say. But I was just, I really hope for the best of America, man. Even though I'm citizenship through paper, I still believe that America. I feel like America should. The American people, even if you like a citizen or a non-citizen, the people that work their butts off every day and get taxed, I feel like this country should do more in order to secure them and at least put Israel to the side to a certain degree. I just think America should be first, as in the regular Americans that live here. No dual citizenship, none of that, just America. 100%.
Just do me a favor the next time you're speaking about this. Just make it clear to people that both sides are not equal. There's a clear and present danger posed to us by not only the GOP but Donald Trump and the people that follow him. And although there are
100%.
absolutely criticisms and critiques that we could make of the Democratic Party and problems with leadership,
Donald Trump is compromised. To 100%. Like the Epstein files, that alone fries him to hell. Like that right there alone should like. That alone is a point proven, like, for everybody to know that this guy is compromised and he's only doing everything to just kind of like really just stay out of jail at the end of the day. And I mean, no, he's no good for the country. And I think anybody with a small ounce of brain would know that. But I appreciate you guys for having me on your talk, man.
Good question, bro.
All right, you have a good night, okay, man?
You too, man. You too. Have a good night.
Take care. All right, let's see.
What kind of dog is that, Matt?
He's a dachshund. This is Obi-Wan, the dachshund. Jacob, I see you there. Give me 1 sec. Momster, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Momster? Okay. Let's see here. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did not vote for him, but I'd say I support him somewhat.
You support him somewhat. How old are you and what state are you
So,
in?
17.
Oh, okay, man. Can't talk to anyone who's under the age of 18 because of terms of service, but call back once you're 18, okay?
Okay.
Take care.
Listen to the stream, though. Continue listening to the stream.
Keep listening. Keep listening to the stream. Jacob, how's it going, friend?
It's been going. Started my internship 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So that's with the Massachusetts Democratic Party. So that's been a great experience. Working on Beacon Hill. It's been absolutely incredible.
Don't know it. Never heard of it.
I bet you wouldn't. It's going well. I just came up to bring up, a few things that I thought were interesting and I haven't seen a lot of news about. One of which being oops, sorry, I just got a call briefly. One of which being the fact that there's a wife of a Army sergeant, first class, that is up for deportation. A 27-year-old active duty member of our military has a wife who has been detained in El Paso, Texas, and she's being up for deportation. And it's just these situations. I think we obviously have this information, but this is happening all the time. Like this is just an instance where this specific soldier was able to call that out. And I think that's what's important here is like, this is awful. And this is happening to dozens of people, like, God forbid, hundreds of people across the country. And I just think that the right needs to fully recognize that they don't actually give a flying F word about this. A flying fuck. They do not give a flying fuck about veterans, active duty servicemen, or people that actually serve this country. They could give two shits about them. And I'm glad that veterans are finally seeing this. I'm glad that it's being out in the open, because it's always been a frustration for me that the right has co-opted the idea that there's somehow these pro-veteran people when they're the only ones that are defunding the VA, defunding our military, not auditing the Pentagon, and increasing our soldiers' wages. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I learned about this story, and I just wanted to see what y'all thought.
Well, actually, I have to take the dog out for a second. You guys talk about this for a minute. When I get back, we'll see if we can get some more hours. But I'm going to keep listening. But you guys talk about this for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately it's par for the course. Like it's it's one of those things that I'm not surprised, given where we are with this government.
I mean, it just, to me, it hits home, because a lot of people in my family are veterans. One of my best friends are veterans and are active duty servicemen. I got a guy that's deployed to the Middle East right now in the 1st Brigade of the 82nd Airborne Division. And it disgusts me. It seriously disgusts me. I think the left has an opportunity here and the Democrats have an opportunity here to bring in veterans and active duty servicemen. Because realistically, I mean, we all know this. The Republicans have no policy. They haven't had any policy. They've had a rhetoric. That's all they've had for 25 years, ever since Clinton, realistically. Trump obviously has no policy, but he's another one, of these Republicans that have no policy plan, but besides the other side is so bad. I think we need to really truly figure out what the hell we're gonna do to bring people back to this party, besides the fact that Donald Trump is so awful. I've talked about this, but we need to make sure that we do a anti-corruption progressive platform in this midterms and in 2028. And I think that these situations with veterans show the fact that we have a opportunity here to truly position ourselves as a pro veteran, pro America party, because again, like nowadays you can't hang an American flag and not be considered MAGA.
Yeah. That's honestly like that. It's stuff like that that really just it pisses me off because I agree where when you fly the flag now, there's the assumption that you're a red hat, and the truth is that they don't give a shit about like, I guess, the principles that the country was built on, what the flag stands for. It's one of those things where if you pay attention to how they approach like the flag and stuff, they care more about the symbol than they do about the meaning. So when the symbol overtakes the underlying meaning of the symbol, then like you've kind of lost the plot.
But Nemo,
where
it's way better if you get Trump on there with a fucking 10-pack riding a Velociraptor with the fucking AF. You know what I mean?
Right?
It makes it that much better.
And
Yeah.
I'll also say this too, Nemo. I think they only like it when it works for them. That's the problem. When the American flag is working for them. If they see an American flag next to an LGBTQ flag, they'll automatically be angry. They get angry when they see that because the LGBTQ flag doesn't represent them, they think. And I think that's also the issue, is that MAGA and a lot of far-right, a lot of conservatives in general forget that this country was not only supposed to work for them, it was supposed to work for everybody. And that is, I think, the message that we've lost in America, truly. And
Well, it's
I
the
think
same way they
that's
tried to confiscate the word patriot. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like that negative now has some negative connotations, associated with it, depending on how and where it's being talked about. It's like, we got. I'm sure these things will, in due time. Unfortunately, a lot of people suspect or will hope that as soon as Trump takes his last breath on this planet, that like somehow this is all going to right itself and the ship is all of a sudden go back to, to even keel, and that's just not, unfortunately, going to be the reality on the ground. Like this has now been so well ingrained into the GOP, the followers, that they're looking for offshoots of MAGA now, and those offshoots are worse. They're more bigoted, more hateful, more racist platforms like Nick Fuentes and America First, or whoever now is trying to step up, whether it's conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones, who's trying to make a name for himself as like some sort of rightful opposition, or Candace Owens, or whoever, the Tucker Carlson at this point, like. They've tried to co-opt these terms, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to get it back, and it's gonna be, hopefully, not as long a haul as I suspect.
Well, I agree. I agree with you because I was listening. I agree with you guys. I don't know if any of you guys watching haven't seen my most recent video. 150 veterans were arrested in the Capitol Rotunda today during a peaceful protest. And when I say arrested, they zip tie handcuffed veterans who were peacefully protesting. You can watch the entire video of them peacefully protesting. One of them was in a wheelchair, and they still zip tie handcuffed them. And the other one, and you're going to think that I'm joking or that I'm making this up, one of them was blind and had a walking stick, and they zip tied it, but at least they did it so that the walking stick was zip tied to their hand in front of them, so that they could still use. I encourage you to go watch
An administration so fucked up, even a blind man can see it.
It's pretty fucking crazy. And I think somebody commented on the video. They're like, "Well, the Trump administration didn't have any control over that. That's the Capitol Police." I'm like, who's in charge of the Capitol right now? Who tells them what the fuck to do? So
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, so it's still Nancy Pelosi. It's Pelosi. Anyways. But listen, guys, I'm gonna I think I'm gonna bring you down. We're gonna try to. I want to try to get some. We're gonna try to get some other ops up here because since we've restarted, since we had to go down, we had like 1,600 people in here. We were cranking. We haven't been able to get any.
Sorry,
ops
you can
back
tell us
up.
you don't like us. You don't have to fucking make up this whole rigmarole
No, I'm
bullshit about
no,
kicking
not-
us off.
not-
Like, come on.
Well, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to have to tell. I don't want to have to tell Jacob. It's you, Brian. You're fine. It's more. No, of course not.
It's because I'm from the suburbs. That's why.
Yeah, no, it's because you're from. It's Metro West, Bud.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Why.
Well, no, like you're that far off.
Listen,
from Metro West.
listen.
Okay.
We gotta fuck it. We have a fucking trifecta here. You got South Shore, North Shore, Metro West. It's like this is everything that you could. This is everything you could ever want right here.
All
okay?
bases covered.
Exactly. All of the none of these
Well,
people know what the
Jacob,
fuck I'm
can I
talking
just
about.
say I appreciate your work that you're doing and everything you're involved in and all the things you're speaking up about. Obviously, if we had more young people, I'm assuming that you're much younger than I am. So if we had more young people like you, I'm sure that would be a lot better off. So I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Thank you very much. That means a lot.
Hey, Brian, Jacob's doing a good job. He's throwing he's doing his own lives. I've popped up with him a few times, and so he's doing some good stuff. So definitely glad that he's out there. Yeah, it's good shit, man. So we're proud of you, Jacob. Good job.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, now both of you, fuck off.
Yeah, I'll
see you.
skedaddle. I'll skedaddle.
Will do.
All right, see you guys at Fenway one of these nights. All right.
Later, brother. Later,
Bye.
Nemo.
All right, appreciate you guys. All right.
Later.
Let's see, guys. The phone line is open. If you voted for Donald Trump, please hop on up. I do love our friends. They know it. I'm just kidding. And honestly, Nemo and I, we could sit here and we could just shoot the shit all night. We would like to have some more debates and some more discussions. And so, as much as I could do that, because easily could do that. So. But our friends know that we love them. So, anyways, if you voted for
Janet,
Trump, call us.
Janet, thank you for the Venmo. You said some history for you. Look up Richard Minter Johnson. He rose in politics claiming he unalived Tecumseh and became Martin Van Buren's VP. He's my 6th great grandfather. It's a wild rabbit hole. Happy to share more. You and Matt are the dream team. Always appreciate your insight. Thank you for that. That does sound like a wild rabbit hole. Jesus.
While Nemo looks that up, Joel, thank you for the super chat on the tube. It says, if your church is MAGA, then put your money where your lack of brain is and convert all your tithe money to Trump coin. Be all in, big boys. Thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, sir.
Well, that's great, but we are just looking for Trump supporters right now, friend.
Well, I am a Trump supporter.
But you didn't vote for him.
Well, see, I wasn't 18 at the time, but I am 18 now.
You are 18 now. Okay. When's your birthday?
What was that?
When is your birthday?
Well, I don't want to dox myself, but I can say 2008, April.
Okay.
All right.
Good enough. All right. Well,
okay.
So can you just first?
Okay. So.
One sec. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So why would you support Donald Trump in April of 2026?
Well, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't vote for him in this month. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the 2028 election. Well, first of all, I don't 100% support him because I don't support the Iran war. That kind of really pissed me off. However, there's a lot of things that people, I guess, try to look for against Trump that just aren't true. Like stuff like in the Epstein files, like everyone says, okay, yeah, the Epstein files. Is there anything that even shows that he did anything wrong? Because when you're in files for something, right, just because your name is mentioned, that doesn't mean you were in the act. Right.
I have to be honest with you. That's not really a reason why you would support him. Like
No,
because like that would be like saying you support
Okay,
me
sorry.
because like if you think that
Yeah. Sorry. Let me
that has
restate
nothing to do
myself.
with like okay,
So
you think that he's not in the you think that that he has no involvement in the files, which I think is silly, but that's not a reason why you would support him.
okay, so let me re-explain myself then.
Okay.
I guess I'd support him because, I mean, number one, I mean, I think Trump is a lot of things, right? He's definitely not a Christian, right? He's definitely not a Republican in my eyes. He doesn't have any Republican values. He's not actually pro-life. He's not actually Christian. He's none of these things. He lies about this stuff all the time, right? But at least he's done a whole lot more than any of these other presidents, like Joe Biden or Obama or Clinton or any of them. Like, he's actually done stuff.
Like what?
I guess that's why I support him. I guess with immigration, gas prices.
What has he done with
helping pass Roe v. Wade? So, like,
Whoa,
I would
what?
say he's not actually pro-life. Sorry,
Okay. Yeah, those were three things there. So, I mean, as far as Roe v. Wade's concerned, that was the Supreme Court, right? So he appointed three justices. Well, yeah, he appointed three justices thanks entirely to Mitch McConnell, who he's the turtle-looking dude. Thankfully, he will be retiring, or I don't know, no longer walking around soon. But anyway, he's the reason why Trump was able to put three justices on the court. It was just political BS. So, I mean, if you want to hand that one to Trump, I mean, it's not as if he was, I guess, making any type of decisive action or like legislative thing, right? That was just him
well, first of
managing
all,
to be.
Go ahead. Before we continue, sorry not to interrupt. I just want to get an idea of like what your guys' views are. This is the first time I've come across the channel. I just want to get an idea of like, are you guys hardcore Democrat, liberals? Are you pro-life? Are you pro-abortion? Like, could I just get an idea of what your views are?
I mean, yeah, I'm very left wing. I view the Democrats as being pretty moderate. Yeah, I mean, I guess the closest that you're going to get is like Bernie Sanders for me.
I mean,
Okay, yeah,
Nemo and I are I mean, we really couldn't be. I mean, our political compass tests are pretty fucking close. So I think we can. You speak for me.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
We're dyed in the wool. Hardcore like progressive democratic socialists. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I'm a little out of it today. I forgot where I was going with this. I guess to explain like why you're anti-Trump.
You're asking us why?
Or I guess like, sorry, like would like, who do you think would be like? Would you rather have voted? I mean, would you rather have supported Kamala? Like, you think she would have been a better president than Donald Trump?
She would have absolutely been a better president. Yes.
So why do you think that?
Do I think that she was in line with me on like her policies? Her policies were some things were all right, other things were, standard, moderate, whatever.
So what were the policies? Because like every time I ask someone like what Kamala's, no one knows. Like it's almost like she mirrored everything Trump like campaigned on, right? Like the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Those were all things that came from Donald Trump's campaign. Like she didn't have a campaign. Like what was she even running on, I guess?
So she had a pretty detailed policy platform. There was it was about 80 pages long. And I think that a lot of people get hung up on those two particular things. And anybody who thinks that she didn't have a platform, they just didn't look. It was a pretty detailed platform. As far as the things that she had proposed in there, it was increasing first-time homebuyer tax credits. it was taxing the rich better than what we do right now, and giving a tax cut to normal people. So any household making under 400 grand a year, which I mean, I feel like that's most Americans. They would have a tax cut, and there would be a tax increase on people above that threshold, which again, that makes a lot of sense. I know that people got hung up on the unrealized capital gains or whatever. Ultimately, that was just a wealth tax, and for people that are wary about a wealth tax,
So, yeah.
go ahead.
So the thing is with like taxing the rich, right? It doesn't actually do anything against the rich. It really attacks the middle class, because the rich really, they find ways, like the top like billionaires and everything, they're all finding ways to get out of taxes and everything, right? So where does that fall down to? It goes down to the upper middle class, which, so there's a certain like threshold of like income where if you earned less, you would be better off because of all these benefits. Do you think that that's okay, I guess?
Can you explain what you
Like
mean
these people
by
that are,
there's certain thresholds of income where you'd be better off if you made less?
okay, so say like you make, just as an example, like the tax in the rich or whatever is 600,000 a year or whatever. And if you make 600,000 a year instead of 599,000 a year, you get all these wealth taxes and everything. So you're hurting more than people below you, especially like if you have a big family, right? You grew up, you have a ton of kids, right? You have like 8 kids or something. You don't think that the taxes should be like, you don't think there should be like tax cuts based on having more kids or anything like that instead of just taxing the
There
rich?
already are. You don't pay taxes, do you?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You maybe this isn't your subject.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well, we can move to another subject if you like, but
well, yeah. So
go ahead and
to
explain.
try
Go
and
ahead.
keep it as simple as possible, because I know that taxes are fucking boring. So like, I get it. To keep it as simple as possible, because a lot of people think that taxes work the way that you're describing, which is like, oh hey, I made 600 grand, now I'm in this tax bracket. That's not how that works. A lot of people think that's how that works. That's not how that works. So the way to think about it is, I don't know, think of it kind of like a stairs. Okay, imagine stairs. Okay, and the way that it works is that the base of those stairs is very wide, right? It gets more and more narrow as you go up, right? So the idea is that every dollar that you make after, just to keep it simple, let's say 600 grand. Okay, let's say 600 grand is where the bracket starts. So if you're at 500 whatever, and then let's just say that 500 whatever is 20%. Okay. And then 600 and up is 25%. What that means is that every dollar that you made below 600 grand is taxed at, let's just say, 20%. All right. Just to keep it very, very simple. But every dollar above that is taxed at 25. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Well, like, I guess, yeah, I'm also still like very young and naive.
Yeah.
Not very knowledgeable and
I
stuff.
promise it is confusing, but it ends up working out to where you don't have a situation where like that, where it would incentivize people to not make money or to like not make more money.
Yeah. I guess we can move on to like another topic since I'm not very knowledgeable on that. What are your views on abortion? Like, I mean, you guys said you're hardcore Democrat and all that, so I'm assuming you're pro-abortion or pro what do you call that?
Pro-choice.
Yeah, pro-choice. Sorry, I'm tired.
Yep.
So, like, why are you pro-choice, I guess?
So, I mean, the way that I've always pitched it as a dude is I don't like government telling me what I can and cannot do, right? So obviously I'm a dude, I'm never going to be in that situation. But the principle is I don't like it when the government is involved in my life telling me what I can and cannot do as long as I'm not hurting somebody, right?
So
and so like when it comes to like a medical procedure, right?
Mhm.
I want that to be between me and my doctor. And
Well,
if
okay, but
I
the thing
choose
is-
to include someone else in that, that's on me.
Yeah.
But I don't
Well,
want
the
some
way I
random
see it-
faceless dude to be involved in my medical decisions.
Okay. Well, let me just pause right there, because, I mean, you could, like, in my eyes, it's not, like, you can call it a medical treatment, but that doesn't make it a medical.
It's actually it's a procedure, and yes, it is a
Medical
procedure.
procedure, sorry.
And yes, it is a medical procedure. In fact, that's exactly what it is. It's a procedure. It's a medical procedure.
Okay, well, also
and so
killing someone could be a medical
the
procedure
fact
as well.
the fact that you don't understand the medical procedure that's happening or how it's classified kind of means that you probably shouldn't.
Okay, well,
Another
pause,
thing,
pause,
just in
pause.
the same way that we were just talking about, like taxes. That maybe this is something
Okay, well,
that
give me a second,
you
give me a
wouldn't.
second,
I'm
give me
so
a
sorry.
second.
I'm
Hold on,
literally in
hold
the
on.
middle. I'm literally in the middle of a sentence, and you can
Okay,
wait until
sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
done talking.
Okay.
In the same way that you admitted you didn't know very much about taxes, which is totally fine. You're 18 years
Mhm.
old. It's completely acceptable to not know everything about taxes. In the same way that you almost certainly don't know anything about abortions or a woman's body and how they work. And so I would say that it would be strongly advisable as a young man of 18 years old, okay, to spend some time learning about why those things are necessary medical procedures to save lives, number one. And number two, realizing that even if you happen to have, I don't know, strong religious beliefs about something, your religious beliefs don't mean that everyone else has to have the same religious beliefs, right? Because we live in America and we don't force our religious beliefs on other people, right?
So can I talk now? Because
I'm so sorry.
to.
You just continually asking, "Can I talk now?" means that you didn't listen to a fucking word that
Well-
I just said. Now, did you? So I want you to repeat
Alright.
back to me everything I just said.
Okay, what I was trying to say is...
I want you to
you're-
repeat back to me everything I just said to prove that you were actually listening to me and
I
not
was
just sitting there
100%
waiting
listening,
to.
I
Then
promise.
repeat it back.
Can I have...
Then repeat it back.
Oh, we can have a civilized
Repeat
conversation here.
back what I said, because if you want to have a civilized conversation, two adults who have a civilized conversation listen to what the other person
Okay,
is saying.
but how
so
am I
repeat
supposed to
back to
respond if
me.
you keep
Repeat
going
back to me what I said. You didn't
you
listen
give
to
me
a
a
word I
second?
said. So now what
Okay,
I'm
can
going
you
to
give
do
me a
is
second?
I'm going to repeat everything that I said, and
Okay.
you're going to actually fucking listen this
My
time. Now,
point
aren't
was,
you? I
if
don't
you can
care
give me
about
one
your
thing at a
fucking
time, I can
point.
respond.
What I want
Well,
to do is I'm not.
how
I
can we
don't
have a
give a
civilized
fuck. I'm
conversation?
not looking for you to respond. I don't think you understand. This isn't an issue that you should have an opinion on
How about we
because
go
you're
by
an
one by one?
18-year-old.
Just give me a
I'm
one
so
by one
sorry.
thing.
You're an 18-year-old boy,
Yeah.
okay? And I don't even know if you ever touched a woman, let alone even know the parts of a woman
I don't know
that
how
would
this is
come
relevant.
into, well, let's see. Why is it relevant?
Here, can we pause for a second? We were having a very peaceful conversation. All right, I just want to have a civilized
And then you
conversation.
started interrupting me and trying to tell
Well,
me
you
what to
interrupting
do.
first.
Dude, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's our names at the top of the show. And if I tell you I'm explaining something to you and I need you to hold on, you're going to hold on for a second instead of trying to interrupt me a
Okay,
million
I was
times.
just asking
And then
you-
you're
I was just
not
asking,
actually
can you
fucking
just listen for a
listening to
second?
any. And then
I know,
you're
but you
not
don't have to
actually
listen to me.
listening.
I'm asking you if you would just be patient
And
with
again,
me, because
you're
I cannot...
interrupting me and you're not actually listening to what I'm
All right,
saying.
go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. On my own show and everything. Wow. So nice of you. I'll simplify it since obviously your attention span can't handle it. I forget. You're 18. You don't get an opinion on this because you don't know anything about it. And if you are saying it's because of religious reasons, then that's great. Don't ever get an abortion. That's between you and your God. But you can't push that religion on anyone else because this is America. Is that simple and short enough for you?
Yeah. Now, can I go ahead?
Great. And what else do you want to talk about, since you shouldn't have an opinion on abortion because you don't know fuck all about it? Now, do you?
Instead of just trying to
what else do you want to talk about, since you don't know fuck all about abortion?
No. I gave you your time.
What else do you want to talk about, since you don't know fuck all about abortion because you're an
Are you
18-year-old
gonna let me
kid?
talk? I let you talk. Look.
And I asked, I'm letting you talk. What else do you want to talk about, because you don't know fuck all about abortion?
All right, well, I keep
All right,
trying
I'll tell you
talk,
what.
but
I'll
keep
let you
cussing
talk.
at
I'll
me.
tell you what, kiddo. I'll let you talk about this topic if right now you can tell me what a DNC is.
Buddy, how? Okay, first
Buddy,
off, pause.
buddy, what's a DNC? I'll let
Dude,
you talk about abortion
no,
with
no,
me
no.
if you can tell me what a DNC
You can
is.
argue, you can debate about. If I don't know something, you can tell me I am wrong. But the thing is, you're not even letting me talk. The other guys are at
Because
least being
you
civilized.
don't
You're just
get an
being too
opinion on
emotional
this
about and I
subject.
get that. That's okay.
Because you don't get
can
an
be emotional
opinion
about
on
a
this subject.
But you have to
Because
be
you don't
civilized
get
and
an
let me
opinion on
speak.
it. I'm so sorry. I don't know
How
how to
do I
make
not get an
myself any
opinion on
clearer.
it?
Because you're an 18-year-old child who doesn't know anything about it.
How do you know I don't know anything about it?
I just asked
Do you
you, what's a
know me?
DNC? Yeah, what's a DNC? Tell me.
I forget.
You forget? That would imply that you had learned at one point in time.
Okay,
What's
let
an
me know.
what's
What
an
is a
ectopic
DNC?
pregnancy?
What is it?
What's
What?
an ectopic pregnancy?
You still didn't answer my first
What's
question.
an
and you're still not letting
I
me
know.
talk.
What's an
You said you
ectopic
were gonna
pregnancy?
Give me my time and you still haven't given me my
What's
time.
an
Okay,
ect?
instead
I
of-
said I would
hold on,
give you
hold on.
your time if you could answer some simple questions about abortions, which you cannot do.
Dude, why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm from Massachusetts. I just fucking talk loud. Kiddo, stop being such a fucking snowflake. I'm from Boston. We talk loud. Now again,
Okay, well,
now
you're cussing at me,
now
calling me a
again,
fucking
now
child.
again, now again.
You're still
I
not letting me
told you.
talk. You've
I
been
know,
interrupting me
because
constantly.
it's almost like the thing that I said to you was, I'll let you talk about abortion if you can answer my simple questions.
So
What
are
is
you
a
scared that-
DNC? You don't know. Then I asked you, what's an ectopic pregnancy? Do you know?
You still haven't let me talk.
I said I would let you
Look,
talk
I'm
about
sorry, I don't know all the
abortion.
medical terms,
Good.
but
Then
you
you're
can at least let me
at
talk.
least you don't know what you admit. You don't know
Okay.
what you're talking about. So move
Ah.
on to another subject.
Why does it matter? Why do you want us to move on? to
Oh,
subjects
okay,
of that?
got
Is
it.
because
So
you're not
you think
knowledgeable
it's
enough in it?
okay? You think it's okay to have women killed and vote for
I've
them to
never
have
said
women
that.
killed
No, the thing
because
is- the
you
thing is,
don't
you're putting me in
know
a trap
something
saying
about
along
a
things, but
particular
you're not letting me
subject.
talk.
Oh, are you going to keep whining about that like a little baby? I can just
What?
move on to someone
Dude.
else.
Can I just go back and respond to what I was going to say originally?
As long as it's not about abortion, because you don't know anything about
Well,
it.
that's what it was about. You didn't let me respond.
What
was
did
saying-
I say to
okay,
you about
said-
abortion?
Hold on, pause,
Jesus
pause.
Christ,
You said-
dude,
you
you
said
are really
abortion
dense.
is a medical procedure.
Maybe
said
you
abortion
should.
is a
Maybe
medical
are you
procedure.
in school? Are
So
you
is
in
lethal
college?
injection.
Are you in
If I go and
college
give
or
someone
no? You're
lethal
not because
injection-
you probably
if-
you're just
if I
graduating
go
high
and give
school
someone
right
a
now.
lethal
Are you
injection,
still in high school?
Is that a medical
Are you still in
procedure?
high school right now? Are you still in high school right now?
If you're not going to answer my questions, how am I supposed to answer yours?
I literally have
Look,
asked you a multitude of questions which you
you're
haven't
not
answered, so
letting
I'm
me
not
talk.
answering a single fucking
I
question.
don't know what the problem is here.
Oh, the problem is that you don't
Can I
know
talk
anything
with the
about
other guy, Lee?
abortion.
Can I talk with your friend?
No, you don't know anything about abortion, and Nemo doesn't
Well, can
give
I
a
talk
fuck.
with your friend?
Okay, cool. Yeah, talk with Nemo. Great, go for it.
Are you there?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I get your friend is like emotional on it. So like I'm not blaming him, like I guess shouting and all that stuff. You guys are from Boston, I get it, all right. Now my point was originally, now I know I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I know some basic things. You said that you believe you don't like the government going into like medical procedure stuff and telling you what you can and can't do with medical things. Got it. But also at the same time, giving someone a lethal injection is considered a medical procedure. So what I'm saying is, you can name anything you want that doesn't make it okay. So if I like say, okay, I'm gonna cut this man in the stomach and I'm gonna call it a medical procedure, that doesn't mean it's okay to do that.
Well, I think that depends on why you're cutting the man in the stomach.
Well, like to kill him.
Does he have cancer?
Let's say you're just cutting him up to kill him.
Oh. Did a doctor say that that was what needed to happen?
Sure.
Sure. Oh.
Yeah.
What was the rationale from the doctor?
Maybe I don't know what his rationale was. Maybe he.
Well, that's kind of important, don't you think?
Okay. Maybe he thought his views were too right wing and it would kill other women, so he said it was okay to kill this man.
What?
Let's just
Doctors
say
aren't allowed to
man,
kill
right?
people, dude.
Exactly. Well, but they are in abortions.
You're assuming that a fetus is a person. It's not.
Well, what is it then?
A fetus.
What's a fetus? Because fetus just means baby.
A fetus is a fetus.
What is a fetus? It's just it's just circling definition.
Fetus doesn't
No.
mean baby, dude. You literally, dude.
All
This
right,
is
sorry,
again.
sorry.
You
It means
literally just
developing
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What does it mean then?
It's the unborn offspring of a mammal, you idiot. It's not a
Okay,
baby.
sorry. Hey, dude, again, you do not have to be rude.
Oh
man.
no! Did I hurt your feelings again? Oh my bad.
I don't
Oh
care,
no. Okay, you don't care,
Like,
except you've just been
can we
whining
act
and
like adults
complaining
now?
about it. Oh no.
You're calling me the child, but you're the one acting like the child.
Hey, are you going to answer my questions about abortion yet, or are you just going to keep up with
all
your
right, can I go back to
ridiculous,
talking to my
like,
friend?
logical?
He's
Are
the
you
only
going to
one
keep
who can
going with your
actually
little
have a civilized,
logical
grown-up
fallacy about
conversation.
trying to do lethal? Oh, because you're comparing
Okay,
lethal
let
injection
me
to
talk to your
abortion
friend.
and trying to
No,
say
no,
that
but you're
doctors
not
would
letting
say
me
that this
talk.
is okay.
Let me talk to your
Oh,
friend.
cool.
I will
No,
talk to
that's a
you
real adult. That's
if
a
you
real
can have
adult
a
logical
civilized,
logical
grown-up
situation you
conversation.
come up there, kiddo. Real adult. Good
Let
job.
me have a
Oh, let me.
civilized,
What?
grown-up conversation.
Oh, okay.
If you can calm down, and have a
Oh
civilized conversation
no!
with me, I'll talk
Oh
to you.
no! Did I make you upsetty spaghetti because I called you
I
out on the
really
fact
don't
that you
care,
don't
buddy.
know fuck all about this?
The thing is,
Did I make you
instead of
upset?
actually
Hey,
debating
what
this,
is an ectopic
you're
pregnancy,
sitting
you
here
little
insulting
shit?
me.
What's an
Buddy,
ectopic pregnancy? Why don't you know what that is?
Instead
But
of
you want to
debating,
tell
you're
women
just saying
what to
random
do with their
facts.
fucking bodies. Oh,
Because
look
you
at
don't know how
me.
to respond to what I'm
Hey,
saying. You're just
guys,
coming
it's
up
a
with
little
random-
18-year-old incel who's never touched a
Okay,
fucking
buddy.
woman, but he thinks that he can tell everybody
How
what
is
to
that
do with
relevant?
their
I
bodies.
never said that.
Yes,
see,
you
if
do.
you actually listened to me, I would
Yes,
have
you
never said that.
do.
I never told
Is
anyone
it because
anything.
Jesus
I
tells
didn't
you
even get a
to? Is
chance
it because
I didn't
Jesus
even
tells
get a
you
chance
to?
express my view
Is
on
it
abortion.
because Jesus tells you
You didn't
to?
let me
Jesus
talk.
also tells you
I
not to
never said
touch
I was
your
religious.
wiener.
Did I say I was
Jesus
religious?
tells you not to touch your
I
wiener.
never said I was Christian.
Oh, you're not Christian then?
I never said I was.
You're not Christian.
That doesn't mean I am.
Are
That
you
doesn't mean I'm
Christian or not?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Oh, okay, so
I
you
don't
don't
see how
believe
it's
in God.
relevant.
Great. Well, if you don't
Well,
believe in
that's not
God, then
relevant
there's
because that's-
absolutely no reason to disagree with abortion. Good. Are you Christian?
You're saying if there's not a God, murder is okay?
Oh,
Because I would
no.
agree
Oh,
with you
no.
there.
I was going to...
It's not murder.
It's not murder.
How is it not murder?
Because murder involves a person.
How is a fetus not a person?
Because it hasn't developed into a person yet. It hasn't
So a baby's
obtained
still developing. How are
personhood.
they not a person? Are they
It hasn't
human?
obtained personhood yet.
What is personhood?
Personhood is being born, having
So
consciousness.
if someone is if someone is 9 months about to be delivered and they're not yet delivered, they're not yet a person. So you can kill that child.
No, I didn't say that. This is you misinterpreting
You
it.
said if someone is not born. You said if they're not born, they're not a person. And you said if they're not a person, you can
Being
kill
born, having consciousness.
So
At that point, it's conscious, and no doctor would terminate that.
okay. So what are you
But
saying?
you think
You're
you think I'm wrong?
Okay, so no. Are you saying the fetus isn't human? Are you saying it's just a clump of cells?
The
What?
fetus is human. It's not a person.
Mhm. So okay, but that's just like another definition for it. So it's like a toddler and an adult are two different definitions. Does that make
Okay.
a
Yes,
toddler
those are
human?
those are states of being. Yes.
But you think it's okay because it's in a different state of being that you can kill it?
It's not at the point at which it's a person, dude.
Well, who says that?
I mean, the legal system has literally said this.
Okay, well, why does the legal system have the authority to say what is
Did
more
you just ask
valuable
why
than
the
not?
legal system has the authority? It's because it's the legal
Yes.
system. That's how we're a nation of laws, dude. But I mean,
Well, I don't-
genuinely, I don't really understand where we're going with this.
Okay,
You
on a
realize
moral
the
level,
term
I'm
murder
asking-
is a legal term, correct?
I didn't hear you. What?
I said you realize that murder is a legal term.
It's not just a
So-
legal term. It's also
And so, and the definition of murder is the unjustified unaliving of something. Unjustified. A lot of people feel like it is very much justified.
Well, that's just their views, though. I wouldn't say that's morally correct.
Whose morals?
Because I can say, okay. It was
No,
morally correct.
wait. Well, whose morals?
What was that?
Whose morals?
Whose morals?
Yeah, whose?
I would say my morals. I would say it's morally incorrect.
So why are we using your moral standard
Why are we
for
using
this?
yours?
I'm asking. I'm not saying we need to use mine. I'm just asking why we're using yours.
Because they were God given.
So we do
there it
believe in
is. So
God.
we
now.
do believe in
So
Yeah,
I'm glad that we went ahead and opened that door. Welcome to hell. Okay, I'm your worst nightmare. So you believe in God. Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's the Christian
it is
God, right?
irrelevant.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you believe in the Bible. Is that a yes or a no?
I'd say so.
Oh, cool. All right. Have you heard of a book called Numbers?
Okay. Here's the thing there.
That's a
'cause
yes or a
something in
no.
a book is bad. doesn't
Something in
mean
a
the
book?
is
It's
bad.
the word of God, sir.
And
wow, that's blasphemous.
no.
Sir, you
So
said
what are
you
you
said
saying?
you
No, look,
believe
okay,
in
so you
this.
take a
You
book,
believe in
right?
this deity.
You
This
take a
is
book.
this is his words.
No.
No, it's not.
There's stories, okay?
There's stories. No, actually, this is not a story. This is literally a step by step.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even
Not
know what
all
the
of
fuck
them.
I'm about to read to you.
Okay, read it.
You want me to read it?
Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 5, verse 27. If she has made herself impure and been unfaithful to her husband, this will be the result when she is made to drink the water that brings a curse and causes bitter suffering. It will enter her. Her abdomen will swell and her womb will miscarry, and she will become a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Is this you looking it up right now?
No, I'm not looking at anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Numbers chapter 5, verse 27, New International Version, whenever you do look that up.
Okay, what about it?
It literally lays out how to perform an abortion. I just read it to you.
Okay. And what about it? Are you saying he's saying that's okay? Because he didn't say that anyway. And even that, are you Christian?
You are.
But are you?
No, you are.
So this isn't relevant.
No, it's relevant to you.
Okay.
It's
so
relevant
not
because he
relevant
knows
to
your
you,
book
so
better than you do.
Or are you about to say that the Bible is not relevant to you?
Oh, it is. It helps me a lot.
Okay. It is
what I'm
relevant.
saying
You're right. And
Okay, but
in
the
that
point is,
chapter,
I am
in that
talking
chapter,
you
to
about
be
this.
clear, in
I'm
that
talking
chapter,
to you about morality. What I'm saying
again,
is,
your morality comes
hold on.
from
Instead of changing
this
the
book.
subject, let's go back onto the fetus subject. You still haven't explained
Again,
to me
this
why
is your morale, dude. No. You opened this door. You fucked up. I'm the big bad scary guy now. You fucked up, dude. You're the one who opened the door. You
What are we
shouldn't have
talking about?
said
No,
God
you keep
given.
trying to
You
change
shouldn't
the
have
subject.
said. You shouldn't have said that.
God given what? My God given rights?
You were talking about your morality.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes from the Bible, yes?
Some, yeah.
Some? Where
Yeah,
else is it
I
coming
don't
from?
think not everything I believe in comes from the Bible. From the Bible.
Oh, well, I mean, I would hope not. But, I mean, as far as your morality is concerned.
Not all of it comes from the Bible either, no.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's convenient.
No,
to...
I never said I don't believe in the Bible.
Okay, cool. Well, then
There's
I just
more
read
to it
you
than
the
that.
Word of God.
Uh-huh. Did it say anything? What did it say? Did it say, oh,
you weren't
go
listening?
ahead and have abortions? It's free to have abortions?
Yes. So the chapter, Numbers chapter 5, the entire chapter is about this, is about if a husband suspects his wife Dude, you're not listening. You're making noises.
Go ahead. There was no.
Listen closely. All right, need you to just sit there real nice and just still.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Let's listen. Okay, all right. So Numbers chapter 5. The entire chapter is about what to do if a husband suspects his wife of stepping out on him and getting knocked up by somebody other than him. And it lays out a ritual that you perform, which of course is silly supernatural BS, right? But the idea is that you do this ritual and the priest makes this potion that the woman who's suspected of being an adulterer is forced to drink. And if she is an adulterer and was knocked up by somebody who was not her husband, then she will have a miscarriage. So she's forced to drink a potion that causes her to miscarry. She's miscarrying via induction. What do we call that?
So the thing is, it's also taken out of content.
No, it's not.
Context, sorry.
What's the context?
Most of the Bible is in context.
No. What's the context? Tell me more about the context of that.
At one point, have heard about it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Someone told me about it, but I do not remember.
So you're just saying that I'm taking it out of context without explaining to me how I was taken out of context?
What was that?
So you're saying that I took it out of context without explaining how I am.
Nemo, trust him, bro.
Right?
So can we go back to the other topic?
Oh, why? Because you got your ass cooked on this one?
No, so what I'm saying is maybe I don't know.
No, wait, before we go back, do you want to walk back your God-given morality? You want to go back to science?
No.
Oh, you don't want to go back to science? All right, go ahead, Nemo.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought you meant go back on my morality.
No, do you want to run it back on basically making your morality the standpoint where women...
Why is it okay?
No. Hold on. You've been interrupting every single time, so you don't ever get any context of what. No, I just got up here, so how have I been interrupting? Anyway, so pipe down, little boy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about how your morality should not infringe on my body, right?
Okay.
So, do you want to go back to science?
Okay. So do you think murder is okay?
So do you want to go back to science?
No. Pause. Do you think murder is okay? Can you just answer?
So do you want to go back to science? We've already debunked your murder thing.
But we
so
already
do you want to go
covered
back to
this.
science?
We already covered this. It's not murder. It's not unjustified.
And I'm not saying abortion is. I'm saying, is murder okay in your eyes?
You're making a false equivalence because abortion is not murder.
Let me finish. So that would be your morality, and that would infringe on my rights. So if I say
that would be a definition.
Okay to kill my own child, that's my right, and your morality is infringing on my rights.
May I ask a question? Are you fucking me?
No, he isn't fucking anyone.
Like, are you? No, I'm being so fucking serious. Are you fucking me?
So you're gonna respond, or?
No, I'm asking you. Are you fucking me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so if that's the case, then it is not your child, so you don't have any type of grab on that.
Okay, so if there was a child in a basement and I saw my neighbor torturing them, is it okay for me to go?
Do with a damn fetus? That's equivalence.
That's when there's a child in a basement. That's a person.
How is a fetus not a person?
Because it's not born, it's not conscious, it doesn't have sentience, it's not existing in the world. It's a fetus.
That idea of your morality.
No, it's not morality. It's science.
It's science.
So I can say
it's science, Beavis.
Okay, so I can say that someone who doesn't walk isn't considered human. That doesn't mean it's true.
It's not that it's not human. It's science. We're gonna go back to science again. It is human DNA.
I'm a scientist. I can say someone who doesn't walk isn't human. You think there weren't German
you jizzing in your sock
and
putting it under your bed isn't science.
Oh, I can't hear you guys are talking over each other. I can't hear. Go ahead.
I said that's just you being ableist. That's not science.
I never said I was ableist. I never said I.
You gave
believe
the
in it.
example,
It was
and
a
I'm answering
hypothetical.
your question.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, sorry, just go ahead. Repeat what you're saying.
Well, I said that you jizzing in a sock isn't science, but that's maybe not the conversation you were having.
The point that you're running into is that you are going to base your morality off of the Bible. At least you should, because you claim to be Christian. And your morality does not supersede the morality of others.
So I take things from the Bible. Sorry, not to interrupt you again. I just want to make my view clear. There are many things I do take from the Bible. I'm not like a hardcore Protestant who believes like everything in the Bible, right? Like, I know there's some bad things that happen in the Bible. That doesn't mean you should be like, oh, let's go enslave people and all that. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing the standard cherry picking thing. So anyway, your morality, at least in theory, comes from the Christian God, which has no problem with unaliving whole ass children, right? Not even unborn children, whole ass living, breathing children. Welcome to Deuteronomy. Welcome to most of the Old Testament and the New Testament, for that matter. Like, it's a thing. Anyway, your morality is based off that. Now, you say that it's not entirely based off that. Fine. Your morality still does not supersede the morality of others, right?
And neither does yours or mine. If that were
okay. And so because neither person's morals supersedes the other, you cannot intrude upon that person's decisions.
But no, I do believe that there are some morals that are above others.
Ah, which ones?
Okay, because think about it this way. If someone says slavery is okay, I would say my morality is greater than his.
It's always slavery.
Okay, you can, I mean, there are people that absolutely say that slavery is okay, right? And it doesn't matter because it's not the law.
Okay,
That's been a pro-life argument, is they want to equate abortion with slavery. I've heard it. It's trash.
But the thing is, what affects the law is our morality.
No.
But yeah, well, how else are you going to put in place in laws?
Laws vary from place to
morality.
place, state to state, country to country.
But wait a second. Didn't you say that your morality is based on the Bible?
I said partially, not completely.
Partially? Well, what parts of it aren't based on the Bible?
No parts in specific.
What do you mean no parts? You just said that hold on. Wait a second. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
You just said that your morality isn't completely based on the Bible. What else is it based on?
I guess through life.
Through
life experiences.
What?
And when I use my senses.
So you just decide what you think is good and bad on your own, is what you're saying.
No, I mean,
what you do is you don't actually believe everything in the Bible. What you do is you just kind of go along and you just kind of like pick and choose what it is that you think is right and wrong, right?
In this trap.
So I'm not trying to put you in any trap. I'm literally just asking you. I was like, hey, where else do you get your morality from? And you can't answer the question. And then you said, I just go through life and I just pick and choose and I just decide. I'm repeating back to you what you have said to me. I'm not putting some trap in place. I'm just trying to express to you how dumb that is. Okay, that's number one.
Okay,
but number two is no, I didn't say you were. I said that idea is dumb. And number two is, I mean, well, 1.5, you are kind of dumb. But number two is the overarching one, which is slavery is completely endorsed in the Bible. The Bible's like, this is cool, this is good. So considering the fact that slavery is completely cool in the Bible, along with a whole lot of other really fucked up things, either you pick and choose what morality you get from the Bible, or you believe in all of it. So which is it?
So can I speak now?
No, I want an answer to my question. Either you pick and choose what's in the Bible, or you believe in all of it. Which is it?
Because I was having a previous conversation.
I'm asking you this question now. I don't give a fuck. I want an answer to my question. Do you believe in everything in the Bible for your morality, or do you, in fact, just pick and choose, and then you go, well, and I just kind of decide what I want to do?
No, the thing is, I do believe in the whole Bible. The thing is,
great. So you believe that slavery is moral because the Bible says slavery is moral.
Let me talk.
No, I'm not. I'm pinning you down because I'm not going to let you just fucking say whatever the fuck you want, kid.
No, just let me
no, you don't like it when somebody pins you down to a logical fallacy? Oh my God. Oh my God. No, I want you to answer the fucking question instead of running away from it.
I'm trying to answer.
Stop running away. Either you believe so you just said you believe in the entire Bible for morality, which means you believe in slavery. Or I'm going to give you the out and take it. You can take it back and you can say, no, actually, I do kind of pick and choose what I like in the Bible.
Let me talk?
No, I want you to answer the fucking question.
I'm trying to answer the question, but you're not letting me.
Because you're not actually answering it. You want to go off in some other tangent.
There
are two answers, and I only want one of two things to come out of your mouth. Either it is, yes, I believe in everything in the Bible, which includes slavery, or, yes, in fact, I am picking and choosing what I want from the Bible. Because those are the only two options.
That doesn't, no, that's not.
Yes, those are the only two options. There is not a third option.
Can I speak now?
No, I want an answer to my question. No, I want an answer to my question. You are a literal fucking child. You can't answer a fucking question. When you grow up to be a man one day, maybe you can stand up on your 2 fucking feet and answer a question like a goddamn man instead of pussyfooting around like a fucking child.
You're not helping your
Stand up and answer a fucking question. Oh, I think I am, kiddo, because you're a little beta bitch. Answer a fucking question.
I'm the beta bitch.
Answer a fucking question. Stand up and answer a question. You want to control women, and you can't even stand up and just say, yes, I want to control women, and I believe in what the Bible says. Say it with your whole fucking chest, kiddo. Say it.
Let me talk now?
Say it. Stand up and fucking say it. No.
I 100% support the Bible.
There you go. So you support slavery because slavery is in the Bible.
Now, would you let me speak?
No. I want you to acknowledge what you just said.
It talks about slavery. Does that mean I support slavery? No.
But slavery is said to be okay in the Bible. Yes, it is.
It's said to be okay in the Bible.
You literally have never studied the Bible. You are a shitty Christian.
Let me know. Tell me.
Sure.
Where does it say slavery is okay in the Bible?
Absolutely. Here.
He only cares about it when he thinks it's protecting babies, which is not babies. Excuse you?
Okay. How about, here we go. Exodus 21, 2 through 11. When you buy a male Hebrew slave, he shall serve 6 years, but in the 7th, he shall go out a free person without debt. If he comes in single, he shall go out single. If he comes in married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the wife and children shall be her master's, and he shall go out alone. But if the slave declares, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out a free person, then his master shall bring him before God. He shall be brought to the door of the doorpost, and his master shall pierce his ear with an awl, and he will serve him for life. That's verse number 1. Leviticus 25, verses 44 through 40. I'm sorry, what? Did you want me to stop? I have so many to go through. What, are we going to stop in between each one? No. As for the male and female slaves whom you may have, it is from nations around you that you may acquire male and female slaves. You may also acquire them from among the aliens residing with you and from their families who are with you and who have been born in your land. They may be your property. You may keep them as a possession for your children after you, for them to inherit as property. These you may treat as slaves, but as for your fellow Israelites, no one shall rule over them with harshness. Whew! That's a rough one.
I was really
Which
trying to
one?
find middle ground here, but you're not.
Oh, no. Did I hurt your feelings, kiddo?
No, that's just morality. I'm just saying you could find a middle ground.
So anyways, you realize that slavery is fully endorsed in the Bible. So do you still agree with... I literally just read it to you.
Then let me respond to it.
Okay, great. I'll say it again. I'm sorry. Do you want me to read the verse to you again, or did you not understand it the first time? What?
See, instead of letting me respond and protect my views, you just...
There's nothing to respond to. You're just obfuscating because you can't explain it.
No.
You're just upset because you can't explain. Great. Explain how the verse. Great. Explain how the verse doesn't endorse slavery.
I just said that is not slavery, like whipping people and putting them in their place. This is like
okay, all right,
working a job.
All right. So hold on.
Fed.
Okay. Well, let's roll with that. If it did talk about whipping people, how would that change your stance?
If it spoke about it's okay whipping people as slaves and everything, like based on what?
No, I'm saying what if it did talk about whipping slaves?
Well, it depends.
On?
Well, if it's on, it depends on the context, what the context of the situation was.
It says that it's okay to whip your slaves. What if it said that it's okay to whip your slaves? What then?
Well, it depends on the context again.
The context of what?
So, like, okay, I don't know, just a random example. If the slave, let's say, started torturing your daughter, okay, is it okay to get
okay. Well, yeah, it doesn't. It's not that. No, it's not that. What if it's just you're allowed to beat your slaves because you own them?
Just because you own them?
Mm-hmm.
You're just allowed to randomly torture them?
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay. Exodus 21, verse 20 and 21. Anyone who beats their male or female slave with a rod must be punished if the slave dies as a direct result. But they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, since the slave is their property.
See, I don't know the context of that book, and I know there is. Now, if you
there's context to that? Really?
Yes. Actually, most of the Bible, there's context.
Oh, what do you think the context of that is?
I'm not sure. I'm not educated.
Okay, that's the same thing you said about. That's the same thing you said about the.
I don't have an education in philosophy.
That was the same thing you said. That was the same thing you said when it came to the other pieces of scripture that was read to you that you didn't know the context. So which one is it? If I'm giving you no. Here's the thing. If I'm trying to give you context as to why I would need an abortion, no. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
Good boy. So if I'm giving you context, no.
Look,
hush.
No. You're an adult here.
No.
Talk like a normal adult
Bad.
human being.
Sit.
Fucking
No.
good boy and all
Bad.
that shit. Buddy.
Bad.
Someone get a rod.
How are we supposed to have a civilized conversation?
Okay, because I'm a black woman and you just sat here and was just like, oh, maybe slavery's not going to be that bad if you don't beat the slave. Like, let's be so fucking for real right now.
Being a black woman.
Hey, Mia, hold on.
Yes.
Caller, just hang on. Hey, Mia, you know Leviticus 19:20 through 22? You know this one? I'm so sorry, caller. I'm talking to my friend here for a second. Leviticus 19:20 through 22, you might want to bring up to our friend here because that one says, if a man has sexual relations with a woman who is a slave designated for another man but not ransomed or given her freedom, an inquiry shall be held. They shall not be put to death, since she has not been freed. But he bring a guilt offering for himself to the Lord at the entrance of the tent as a ram, a guilt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him. So, and the sin he committed shall be forgiven. So, go ahead and rape your slaves as long as she's still a slave. That's cool, too. You just have to bring an offering of a ram, and then your sin is forgiven. You can rape as many as you want. Isn't that cool, Mia? The Bible. Fucking A.
Wait, so
right?
by this logic, so caller, so are you okay with no. Are you okay with
I never,
controlling women? So you're okay with controlling women in their bodies
I
as long
never
as
said I
you
was
don't beat
controlling women in
them.
their bodies.
That's exactly what legislating women's health does, is controlling a woman and their bodies.
Okay, how is a baby in their womb their body?
At what point does it become a
Separate
baby?
body. It's the point of conception.
When it's
No.
a baby is when it's born. Ding dong.
No,
This is
maybe.
the whole stages of life. It's like it's an
Okay,
embryo,
okay,
then
okay,
it's
fine,
it's
fine. I'll give you
zygote,
that.
embryo, fetus, toddler.
I've
You
had
can't
no time
hold
to talk. Can I
on.
just have a minute?
No. Can you do me? Can a toddler legally drink alcohol? Because eventually it's going to become an adult. It's not the same thing.
Okay, so if a toddler will eventually be an adult, does that mean they can have rights? Does that mean they can be human?
At that phase in life, yes, because they're a person. But a fetus
So what decides
is
that?
a
What
baby
decides
isn't a thing until it's born. A baby is born. A
Why
fetus is not
does it have
born.
to be born? So you're saying 9 months?
The literal
up till 9 months,
definition.
if they're
It
not
is the
born yet, then
literal
they're not
definition. Okay,
human?
dude, do you have something in front of you that you can look something
I'm
up?
saying?
Can you look something up? Like, can you look up the definition of a baby? Because the literal definition of a baby specifies that a baby must be born.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of the word. So Jen, who was just talking, that's why she's saying that. I apologize for interrupting you. And I wanted him to know that's the actual definition of the fucking word.
And that's okay.
That's
fine,
why.
Fine. You can use that definition or whatever.
No,
You can
that
call
is
it a fetus.
That's what
definition.
it is.
What I'm saying
We're
is,
going back to what
it
Mina
goes
was talking about with
like-
science again.
Can I just please just let me respond?
Sure, go ahead. Cherry
Now,
pick up. You'll fail again. Go ahead.
what I'm saying, we don't have to call it a baby. We can call it a fetus if you like. If it really
No,
hurts
there's a
What
difference.
I'm
A
saying-
fetus isn't
Hold
born.
on.
A baby is
You're cutting
born.
me off
No.
again.
We're gonna be technical with what it
Cutting me
is.
off again. Can I please?
No,
talk?
because I'm correcting you because you're
Well, you can
spreading
correct me after.
misinformation.
You can correct
A
me
fetus
after I'm
isn't
speaking.
born. A baby
You
is
can correct
born.
me after I'm speaking.
No, I just did.
So, a fetus at 9 months you can have abortion. You believe?
There are ways to have an abortion where the fetus is alive. You're aware of that, right? It's called like C-sections.
Yeah, it's induction.
No one is going at 9 months. Think about this really fast.
Actually,
If someone has gone an entire, you don't know this because you haven't touched a woman, and you've never been pregnant, but no one goes 9 months to be like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just get rid. That's not, once it gets that far, there's something tragic that happened. This is not, there is a name picked out. There's a nursery design. There's all of this. And you're wanting to go and make this a thing where you think that people are just going and getting rid of it because it's not inconvenient.
Wrong caller.
You're barely, you're almost a fetus yourself.
Yeah, and caller, I want to get something on record. Mia and Jen, I would like both of you to answer. Is there an OBGYN out there, a doctor out there that would perform a voluntary at 9 months? No, there's not.
There have been.
Where?
Then pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up for us. Show us, because I've never heard of one, and that's why I'm asking the women on the panel who know what the fuck they're talking about for sure, kiddo. Okay?
No, there's not. There's states that have, and I think Colorado was the last one, and I could be incorrect on this one. There was no limitations up to 9 months, but what that was for C-sections, where maybe you give birth early, but it's not unaliving the fetus.
Or, going back to what I was trying to explain to you earlier, the thing that you don't know about, the thing that you don't know about, the thing that you don't know about, which would be classified as an abortion, is a D&C. And since you don't know what that is, you wouldn't understand that that's the procedure that has to be performed when there's a miscarriage. Do miscarriages occur? Do miscarriages occur? Do miscarriages occur? Great. A D&C is the procedure that needs to be performed. And guess what? A D&C is classified as, Jen, Mia, what's that classified as?
An abortion.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay. Amazing. It's a medical procedure that's classified as an abortion because that's technically what it is. Holy shit.
Also, the definition of abortion doesn't mean the fetus is unalived. It's the termination of a pregnancy.
Fine. Okay, what about this? The unaliving a fetus. Why is that okay?
If that's the term of the pregnancy where it's not going to cause any harm, typically it's not done to unalive that once there is brainwaves and there's feelings and things like that. If it's beyond that, or if it's earlier than that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't feel anything.
9 months.
I've already answered this question for you. The fact that you can't comprehend my answer is not my problem.
I haven't answered, and maybe
I have. It doesn't happen.
Well, could you answer it again then?
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
It has happened.
Prove it. Cite your source.
I just looked it up.
Now, would you like a doctor?
What's that?
Do you want a doctor?
No, what I'm saying is...
I mean, I do have a pretty bad headache, Mia. I'm not going to lie.
Dr. Jace is in the request.
You guys are all like... like teaming up, like, oh, man.
Because you're speaking on things you don't know. You want to limit. You think it's inconvenient that people are just doing this for fun.
I was asking, why is it okay to kill a fetus?
Because if it's
just because they're not human, you can just
because it's some. Can someone come in and have control of your body? Can someone not hook themselves up to you and take your resources without your consent?
It really depends on the context.
There's no context. You're so full of shit.
No, okay, so for example...
No, answer my question. Can someone hook up to you and take your blood for 9 months because they need it?
Stop me from murdering someone.
Hello, can you answer the fucking question? You can't answer a fucking question. You can't answer anyone's questions. Answer Jen's question.
You're not answering mine. You're just yelling at me and changing the conversation.
Because you won't answer any questions or engage directly with the conversation, dude.
Neither are you.
Literally, that's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to talk directly to you, and all that you do is obfuscate because all of this is going to be, all of this is just going in one ear and out the other. And so, lastly, the only thing that I've got is, but shut the fuck up. I have a doctor to talk to you, okay? If you're not going to listen to any of us, then listen to a fucking doctor. It's Dr. J. Hi, Dr. J. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So just to be very clear, the DNX, which is the procedure that people that Charlie Kirk went on and on and on about where the fetus is ripped apart and pulled out of the mother, that's been illegal in the United States since 2003 at the request of the medical community because it is considered barbaric. We do not perform that procedure anymore. It will not be performed ever again because it is barbaric.
Okay, and that's fine. Now can I answer my...
21... I'm not finished. 21% of all pregnancies are non-viable. And they require a DNC, and most of the time, women don't even know they're pregnant when that happens. Those are spontaneous abortions, that's how we code them. And they're removed via DNC because it's just tissue being removed from the fetus. 93% of all abortions occur before the point of viability. That remaining 7% is broken down into fractions based on medical necessity, and everything that's done after the point of viability is considered birth, either by C-section or induction, one or the other. We do not unalive a fetus unless we absolutely have to after the point of viability. You need to stop spreading your nonsense and endangering the lives of women with your bullshit.
How am I endangering the lives of women?
By denying them a medical procedure, because from the moment
I'm not a doctor.
they become pregnant, the fetus, regardless of its life stage, is endangering their life. From the moment they become pregnant.
Dude.
From the moment they become pregnant, because their estrogen and progesterone levels begin to increase. This gives them an increase in the possibility of blood clots, which can lead to death. From the moment they become pregnant, it is a medical necessity. Period.
Dr. Jays, correct me if I'm wrong. Is not being pregnant in America, if it were a job, the 5th most dangerous job in the country. I believe that
Oh,
is
absolutely.
it is
Absolutely.
So if being pregnant were a job, caller.
Then
Like if
don't
that
get
was
pregnant.
a job, it
Then
would
don't get
literally be the fifth. Oh, just don't get pregnant.
Yeah. If you're just gonna kill the baby.
It's not a baby. Jesus
Well,
Christ,
it
you
is.
don't know how to read,
Okay, fine.
do you?
I'll call it a fetus. Whatever.
You don't know how to read. It's the dictionary. Have you ever heard of a dictionary? It's
I'll
where
call it a fetus,
words
then.
are,
If you-
and
okay.
then there are definitions
Stop
of
sidetracking me.
words,
Just
and then
finish
you
the
just
conversation.
decide
You
to
can
make
accept
up
that, okay,
whatever
fine.
fucking definition you want because it suits
keep
your fucking
sidetracking,
narrative.
though. Fine, you can call it a fetus, whatever.
What is
Stop
this?
sidetracking the
What is
conversation.
this?
Here.
What is this?
Can you see on the screen?
What
I
is
cannot.
that?
You can't
What is
see,
that picture?
He can't see the screen because he's on a call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you watching at home, that's a fucking dolphin. You can't tell
So
the
just 'cause the way they
difference
look, you
between
can
this
murder them?
and a human zygote at
Can you
4
murder someone
days.
because of the color of their skin? No. Can you murder someone because their face
What the
looks
fuck?
different?
We've
No.
been over this 1,000
Because it
times.
looks like
It's
a
not
dolphin, you
murder.
can kill it?
We've been
It
been
is
over
murder.
this. It's not. It's not.
That's your opinion.
Murder is a stuff.
Oh,
You're cutting out. I
Jen,
can't
you're
understand.
you're breaking up there, Jen. Murder is a legal concept, and Jen is 100% right. It's not murder.
Okay, well, why is if someone is killed that is pregnant, why is it considered double homicide? In that case,
It's not.
It's not.
If we're going off legal terms here,
It's not.
it is considered double homicide.
It's no, it's not. It's considered unlawful termination of pregnancy.
Considered a
You're wrong,
double
dude.
homicide.
It's no.
I'm not
You have no idea what you're talking about. It's considered unlawful termination of pregnancy. You are so
No, it's not.
unprepared for
If
this
you murder
conversation.
a pregnant woman,
It's
it is
dude,
considered
you
double
haven't looked this
homicide.
up. And do you know who Chris Watts was?
No,
Is
hold on.
Shannon Watts?
I keep
Do you know who
getting
this
sidetracked.
is?
Can we just go back?
No,
What I was
no,
trying
you
to
brought
say
this
is-
up. No, stop.
You were
You
saying-
brought this up.
No.
You brought
'Cause I
up
wanted-
if
I
a
didn't-
pregnant
I can't
woman's
respond to you. Because you said, okay, you said a fetus, right, is not a person until they're born.
No, we're going back to
And
the
I was
murder,
saying-
the
hold
double
on.
homicide. No, we already went past this. You brought up this
No,
other
no,
topic.
No, because I never finished.
No.
I never
Man,
finished.
I
You
can
keep
mute
changing
him
the
for a second
conversation.
because he's ridiculous. No, you brought up double murder. It's not. It's considered unlawful termination of pregnancy.
That is correct.
Same with Chris Watts, who unalived his pregnant wife Shannon. That's typically what it is unlawful termination of pregnancy. It's not double murder. So
No, would you let me finish?
why?
So-
You're not saying anything of substance.
You still never let me respond. You keep changing this.
I can't. I fucking can't anymore. I
No.
can't.
You're fine,
I
Matt.
fucking can't. Like,
No,
this
I'm
is
good.
the stupidest. This is the stupidest fucking conversation.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit.
Bye.
Okay. Buy me.
Wait a second. I just want to know why I kept catching strays.
What?
I said I want to know why I kept catching strays.
Hang on
Okay.
1 sec, guys. Hang on 1 sec. Hi, caller. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I didn't vote at all.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Some things he does good, other things he's pretty bad at, I guess.
All right, we're just
I'm
looking to
more of an
mainly talk to
independent.
Trump voters and supporters, but appreciate you. Thank you. Mia, Jen, thank you guys. Appreciate you coming up. And Dr. Jace, thank you very much, friend. I appreciate you coming up as well, okay?
No problem. Thank you for having me up, Matt. It was my pleasure.
All right, you guys are the best. Thank you all for coming up.
Good night, guys.
W's for all of our friends. We appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for dealing with that bullshit. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
Nigger, 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 nigger.
You know, kid, just because you lost the debate and you got made to look like an absolute fucking fool, you didn't have to do that. But you did. And now we all know exactly what kind of a racist little piece of shit you are. Just so you know. Cheers.
Matt, I was texting you this, but like consent is the way to go. Also, was that dude, was he like 18? Was that the 18-year-old?
Yeah, he was 18. Yeah, fuck that kid.
Nemo, I think Nemo knows my rule.
It's usually my rule too, but it's just like, I don't know, whatever.
About to
Hang on.
argue with nobody else's kids.
No. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Nigger.
Oh, again. Wow. We do love the TikTok shop, though. And I got to tell you, kiddo, you're really triggered now. I can tell. Man.
Super triggered. Good grief.
God damn. You really lost, didn't you?
Animal crackers and some flavored milk will solve that. I promise you. Kristen. Oh yeah, but my rule is I'm not gonna anyone 20 and under, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not arguing with someone else's child. I don't even argue with my own.
I let it. I let my rule. Yeah, I let it slip. Because I was
You let your guard down.
I did. He didn't answer my normal questions. I should have just followed my normal protocol here. But I was like, and then he's appealing to Nemo, and that's when I was like, all right, well, fine. I mean, if that's what you want.
They always think that it's going to be easier with me.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
They relate to you. They're like, oh, Nemo. I can talk to him. And then Nemo comes through with the silent unalivement. And then boom.
Like,
crash out.
I'm just going to calmly strangle you. Like, it's the same thing.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm nice while I'm doing it, I don't think that really matters.
I'm the piano wire. Nemo is the pillow while you sleep.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God, that is so accurate. That's so accurate. No, I was just saying like consent because I didn't feel like typing it. My fingers are tired. Like consent is like for like the kids. Consent is always the best way to go because even though they don't necessarily understand consent, just like getting them to that point to where you can't argue who gets to make the decision for the person's body. So like the fetus can't survive outside of the womb before 24 weeks in most cases. I would say that. I'm pragmatic as fuck, but it can't survive outside of the womb. And so with that being said, prior to Roe v. Wade being overturned, that's how it was. Like you could have an AB up to 24 weeks, no problem. And then you have to look at the numbers. Less than 1% of ABs actually happen past that point. So there's that. The majority happen within the first trimester.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, ask if Matt can do a police dispatcher sounding voice, and he should call the kid. Oh my gosh. Did you get that, Matt? Do like a police dispatcher voice to like sound like a cop, I guess, and call the kid back.
What? Why?
I don't know. Scare him.
I
don't know. He'll do it for $100.
But he would know that it's me. The phone number would be the. I don't think that kid has a lot of friends in Boston. So I don't know. It'd be a little weird. But sorry.
Bruh.
Guys, the phone lines are open. So if you voted for Donald Trump, now is the time. We had a number of people who are trying to get up. Oh, we got someone here in TikTok land. Who do we have?
Hi.
Rambo. Hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I just want to discuss my opinion.
Well, we appreciate that, but we are just looking for Trump supporters right now. Appreciate you though. Take care. Once again, guys, if we don't have anyone up in the box over here on TikTok or there's no one on the phone, that would be the time to call. So if you were just trying to call, feel free to give us a ring back.
So Matt and Nemo with the YouTube call thing, I'm just getting the weirdest people. Yesterday, I got one guy who refused to hang up. So I just literally let him stay on the phone. I did. Like I ended the live and I started doing like a questions that need answers. That's what I call my Q&A with YouTube. I started doing that and I kid you not, he stayed on the phone for like 25 minutes into it until he just like finally hung up. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Damn.
They're weird. They're so weird.
Why?
I don't know why. They're just weird, man. They're peculiar. I have no idea. I'm like, oh my gosh. I did have a cute thing happen today though. It was so cute.
What?
This kid called on the voice line. He said, "This is Oscar something something something," and I'm like, no. He said, "This is Oliver something something something," and I pressed the one to let him come through, and I'm like, "Hey kid, go have some animal crackers and some flavored milk." Like click. And he calls back and he's like, "This is the kid that you told to have animal crackers?" And I was like, "Listen, you have to," I said, "You got to stop calling. You can't call anymore." And then Bubba's of course home. And I said, "Bubba, come tell this kid to stop calling, to stop calling mommy." And he goes, "Keep calling her." So the kid calls back and he's like, "This is Oliver. Thanks, Bubba." He said, "This is Oliver. Thanks, Bubba."
That's fucking amazing. I love that. Oh, I like Bubba. I like him. Bubba, I like that kid. He's going places. I like him.
He's my biggest op.
That's
That's what he is. He's the biggest op. But Trump supporters get in the box. He did sell me out every time. It don't take much. But yeah, Trump supporters, request up. You are the demographic of people Nemo and Matt are going to have a conversation with. You notice I didn't say want to. You are the demographic of people they are going to have a conversation with. So please respect their boundaries. Don't be like me and invade their space. Come up and be a Trump supporter and defend your man. Stand by your man.
Stand by your man. Hello, thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. And I'll vote for him 3 more terms.
Well, that would be unconstitutional. How old are you and what state are you in?
I'm old enough to know better. I'm 54.
And what state are you in?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay. Well, as of April of 2026, why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Promises kept, promises made. But who the hell knew about the war, right? It's a long time coming, and
I'm sorry. You just said that you're supporting him because promises kept, promises made. So what were his what were his main campaign promises?
Oh, let's see, the border. You haven't heard about fentanyl deaths lately, haven't you? I haven't.
So the border is definitely one thing that he talked about. And by the way, we call it the F substance. We don't say the full name because both TikTok and YouTube are not big fans of us talking about it. So just if you wouldn't mind coding your language just ever so slightly, I don't mind. Just FYI. But anyways,
understand.
But besides, okay, great. Yeah, the border thing, even though we have absolutely zero evidence about that claim that you just made, that's just kind of speculation on your part, but neither here nor there. What about lower energy prices, like, gas, electricity, all that good stuff?
Interesting that you say that. Guess what? In Cincinnati, it is under $4 a gallon, and I do believe diesel is good. I remember diesel being
national. I understand that in Cincinnati, I don't know but you do realize that since Donald Trump has taken office, that gas is up well over 30% nationally, right?
No, and I'd see people at the grocery store, Kroger's.
No, sir. My God. I understand. I understand what you might see, and I understand your anecdotal stories. But we can look at any what part of Ohio would you like me to pull up for you? I can show you a comparison, and it's up over 30%. So basically, yeah. But if you're going to try and claim that since Donald Trump took office that gas prices are lower, that would be that? Come on, now we're not doing that, right? Come on, you know that. And also, electricity prices are up. In fact, energy prices are up across the board. So he definitely didn't keep that promise, right?
Well, it's a little high, but
it's
my
30% higher, sir. 30% is not a little high. 30% is one of the largest jumps in history in a short period of time.
I'll tell you this, quality of life is a lot better. Let me tell you that.
No, so once again, we're talking about Trump campaign promises. So we talked about gas. So that one was a lie. So he failed on that one. How about the cost of groceries, food, and other goods? Where's that at? How's inflation going?
It's not too bad actually. It's really swimmingly.
Actually, that's wrong. In fact, food has risen over 3.1% in the last year. So wrong again. So food has gone up overall 3.1%. So
do you have a Kroger's in your neighborhood?
A Kroger,
a Costco, and a Costco.
I do have a Costco, yeah, but not a Kroger. But anyways, moving on from that, because again, sir, I'm just using national averages. We're using the CPI from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. That tells us the average prices for 92% of America, which is what we go off of. And the other number I was using was from the EIA, the Energy Information Administration, which is another government organization. I'm just using simple statistics, not like anecdotal information. Like, oh, hey, I think that the chicken at Costco was slightly cheaper than last year or something like that, because that's not a way that we do data. So anyways, the other one, of course, let's see, failed on gas, failed on prices. What was the other big one? Oh, yeah, that's right. No new wars. How's he doing with that one?
Well, I look at it this way.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not asking for an opinion. I'm just asking, did he start a war?
Of, his
I'm so sorry. Did he start a war, yes or no?
No, he did not.
He certainly fucking did on February 28th.
No, he didn't fucking not.
Then what the fuck is it?
Well. See, Obama dealt with this
problem. No, I didn't ask about Obama. I didn't ask about Obama. I didn't ask about Bush.
No,
I didn't ask about Clinton. I didn't ask about Reagan.
It's a fact.
This is a fucking war. Did you not know that we're at war with Iran?
I wasn't paying attention.
Are we bombing Iran? Are we bombing Iran? Are we bombing Iran?
Who's we?
Are we the United States of America?
Who's we?
What?
America the brutal? Is that what you mean?
What are you talking about? Is America bombing Iran? Yes or no?
Yeah, they are, but we took the war
Is
to
Iran
them.
bombing us back on our military bases, and they've already killed 13 of our soldiers? Are they bombing us back?
What's that?
Is Iran bombing us back?
No, but they've been.
Sir,
oh, by the way,
there are 13.
FYI, they are state sponsors of terrorism.
Sir, there are 13.
Just so you know,
there are 13 service members who have died in this war. I think that maybe you should call their families and tell them that Iran isn't firing missiles at us. And maybe you should tell those families of the 13 dead service members that they're not dead at all. Maybe you should tell them that. Would you like to call them and tell them that Iran isn't firing missiles at them? Maybe you should tell them. That would be great news.
No.
By the way, they're firing missiles at us and we're firing missiles at them. That's called a war. It is a state of armed conflict between two nations, and the fact that you either don't know what the fuck that is or you're choosing to deny fucking reality is really telling about exactly what you believe in, sir.
I'm denying.
Yep.
How so?
You don't seem to be able to acknowledge the fact that we're at war with Iran, which is a very simple thing to do. The president has even called it that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Cool. So you agree that the president broke at least 3 of his 4 major campaign promises because he started a war when he said that he was absolutely positively not going to start a war. So your posit that you're supporting the president because he made promises and then kept them is absolutely absurd. So I guess maybe you should stop supporting him at this point in time.
Well, you know what? I didn't vote till I was 39 years old. And you know who the president that was running at the fucking time? And I don't like the son of a bitch either, was John McCain. I voted for McCain because I thought he he's a fucking loser, like President Trump said about him, because he got called he's a fucking loser. And
I'm sorry. Excuse me. What did you just say?
excuse you.
What
You
did you
heard
just
fucking
say?
me. Are you fucking deaf?
Did you just say that John McCain was a loser?
Yeah, because he was fucking caught, like President Trump
A
said.
fighter pilot who was actually captured and was a prisoner of war for, I believe, it wasn't like 5 years. A prisoner of war. All right. So did you serve?
No, I didn't serve. I
You
wanted
didn't
to, but I
serve,
didn't
but
get
he's the fucking
but I didn't get
loser.
the opportunity.
He's the fucking
I
loser,
didn't get.
but your ass didn't serve. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? And you say
Yeah,
that's
I am
what Donald
serious.
Trump called him? Donald Trump fucking dodged the draft 5 times by claiming
Oh,
to
by
have
the
bone
way,
spurs.
his father fucking
Issue
helped
with
him
his
because he's a
foot.
fucking admiral
Are
to
you
get him out.
serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking
His father
serious.
did what any father would did. And
Damn
guess what?
fucking
Guess what
skippy
John
fucking
McCain did?
serious.
Sorry, go ahead, Nemo. I'm gonna
he's
cuss this
wrong about
motherfucker
that part too.
Go sit down, woman. Go sit down, man.
He is wrong about that part because John McCain allowed other people to go home, let other people to go home
I
before
got
him.
news flash for you,
So
woman.
there's that.
And other vets fucking support Donald
Bitch.
Trump on that. They call John McCain a fucking loser too.
No, they don't. Real vets
Yeah,
do
they
not.
do.
Real vets
You want
do
a
not
fucking
call.
vet?
Sir, real vets do not call John McCain a loser.
He is a fucking loser. That's your fucking reality.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. And the fact that you would even say that is absolutely absurd, sir. You are denigrating the service of one of our most decorated politicians who literally gave years of his life at the Hanoi Hilton, which is known as one of the worst places to be, like Erika was just telling you about. And he also let other members go home before him. And he was a fucking admiral's son.
Yeah, his father got his fucking ass out. And if he didn't have his father,
he
didn't have daddy.
He didn't.
fucking
You
around,
literally
daddy
don't know
fucking
what the
dearest,
fuck you're
he wouldn't
talking about.
fucking-
No,
wouldn't
he
got
didn't.
out, would he?
No, he didn't. You don't know what the
That's the
fuck
fucking truth.
you're talking about. And by the
I
way,
am fucking stating
and
fact.
by the no, you are not, sir. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you are literally
I do.
slandering the name of somebody who absolutely fucking did more for this country than you ever thought of or ever will, because you're a little pussy who would never go fight for his country, you little bitch.
Wait, wasn't he in his 60s or something?
What's that? Yeah, he's in.
Wasn't he like in his 60s?
Yeah, he said he was 54. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he's. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Yeah, fuck off. I feel like it was it 5 years or was it longer? I feel like it might have been longer even.
Can someone fact check that for me, please?
I'm actually looking right now.
Thank you.
It might have even been 6 years. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Of course I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 43 years old, voting from Texas.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump?
I just want to say that last caller was an embarrassment. First of all, can we take that right there from, that's just obvious. That was an embarrassment. The caller had no idea what he was talking about. I don't even believe that was a real person.
It would be great if that wasn't a real person, because I would like to choose to believe that even the most hardcore Donald Trump supporters don't agree with Donald Trump that John McCain was a loser because he got caught.
I would never say anything like that. That has nothing to do with the. What does John McCain have to do with anything that's happening in the world right now?
Nothing.
What is
That
John McCain?
Nothing. That
What is
gentleman.
John McCain, he was a war hero.
Nothing, sir. But that last caller was saying that his first time voting was for John McCain, and he hated him because he was a loser, like Donald Trump said.
Well, that was an embarrassment, and that was a paid protagonist by the liberal fucking media, and I heard it in
Really?
his voice.
Can you let me know? Can you let me know how we can pay? How that can happen? Because I'd love to know.
That was not a real caller. That
Okay,
was not
sir.
another
You
thing.
meant antagonist.
Yeah, and by the way, yeah, you definitely meant Thank you for catching that, Erika. And by the way, sir, what about all the people that call up and scream the N-word
I
at
meant
us? And what about the people that call up and like scream the N-word at us and slur on the phone and do all those things? Are those paid antagonists also?
Well, I can't speak on that.
Okay, cool. So why do you still support Donald Trump in April of 2026?
Well, today, it's April 21st, 2026. I would say the only reason I support Donald Trump is because he cares about Americans. He wants us to succeed. He's doing everything he can to make this country what it's supposed to be.
How are you coming to that conclusion?
Well, it's obvious if you look at the numbers.
It's really not.
Look at I went to the gas station today. I paid $2.18.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. $2.18.
No, you didn't.
Where are you located, sir?
I got half a gallon of gas, and I ran out.
He was a troll. That was stupid.
Did he use reward points? Was he getting
No, he
gas
said
at
he got
Kroger's?
half a
He said he
gallon
got
of
half
gas.
a gallon of gas.
He got half a gallon of gas. Oh, that was funny. Half a gallon of gas is wicked.
Oh boy. Oh wow, it's past 2.
That's why I'm here. I'm the harbinger of doom.
I should have realized that when British Erika showed up that it was time to, clock out. Punch the old time clock,
Hey, Erica.
Hello, Erika. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was trying to be here for the vibes. Like, I even told Nemo that I was just here for the vibes, and like he got it and whatnot. Because if I talk, he'll crash out. But like once he started with the John McCain stuff, I was like, "Fuck that!" Like, what are we doing? Ugh,
Yeah.
they're so disgusting.
Yeah. I despair at those people who think someone who was so honorable is a loser just because Donald Trump told them he was a loser.
If you think about it, and I wonder if Nemo and Matt agree with this, but like, bruh, Donald Trump is truly the biggest loser. He's the biggest loser. Like, this dude has legitimately failed upwards his entire life. I don't know what it is. I don't know what like shaman or like tarot card reader. I don't know who he paid. I don't know what devil he met on in a back alley in Queens or whatever. I don't know.
No, Erika, it's none of those things. And
What is it?
We all know exactly what it is. And we all know exactly what the fuck it is. It's the same way that Elon Musk failed his way up. It's the same way that a bunch of people failed their way upwards, and it's because they were born on third base with a fucking lead halfway to home because they had fucking money and lots of
That
it.
part.
And so when they were completely fucked, they could just turn around and fix it.
That is true. That is very true too. These people.
I mean, Trump's granddad and dad getting fucking public works money in New York. That was how they built their fucking
That's
housing
legitimately
empire.
a government program.
Yeah, literally.
That's in the New Deal.
It was exactly. It was a New Deal program. That was really how they like made their money. And so they got to suckle off the teat of the government, as the Republicans would probably, the conservatives would say, right? They did that shit, and then they made their fucking money, and then Donald Trump gets to go and like he lost $1 billion in 10 years between like 85 and 95. They did a breakdown of his finances. That man, personally and with his businesses, he lost $1 billion. That is insane. That's an insane amount of money, especially 40 years ago. It is an insane amount of money to lose.
His dad.
What's that?
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm about to say his dad dying saved his life.
It literally
saved him financially.
Yes, because in the late 90s, that's what I was just going to say. In the late 90s, he was fucked. That's what I was trying to explain to fucking Raymond earlier. It was like, of course he was doing whatever he could to get tax write-offs and tax breaks. We know he was doing anything to game the system so that he didn't have to pay taxes. That being a write-off was worth more to him than the rent would have been in the office building.
Like that Trump Tower, and I think Nemo or Erika, y'all can speak better to this than I could because it's way too much stuff to remember. But I know with the Trump Tower, that old building that he purchased in New York City in Manhattan, he used a bunch of tax loopholes to actually get that building. But then he kind of like ran it to the ground financially, and he was at risk of losing it. So he actually sold it off. And basically they kept the name, but he didn't own the building anymore. So he sucks. He's a bad businessman. Like he's really bad at business. And
the one really good choice that anybody can say that Donald Trump made in his life was to go on The Apprentice. Because if he hadn't have gone on The Apprentice, he would be nowhere near in the position that he was now. The Apprentice is what convinced people that he was a good businessman. And that's wild because that was like bullshit anyway.
Like people think that everyone respected Donald Trump back in the back in the 80s and the 90s. That's just not it. I mean, honestly, one of the big reasons that I think that Donald Trump actually went after things like you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but one of the reasons that I think Donald Trump went after shit like NPR and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is that when I was a fucking kid, when I was 5 years old, this was on Sesame Street.
Yes?
Mr. Trump, we want to talk to you about your plans for Sesame Street.
My plans? See for yourself. Out of the ruins of Sesame Street rises the gleaming Tower of Grump.
Where's 123 Sesame Street?
I'm glad you asked that. It is now a luxurious boutique called, if you have to ask, you cannot afford it.
Mr. Grump, we don't think you really understand what you're destroying.
No. Mr. Grump, Sesame Street is more valuable than any boutique.
Not according to my figures.
Mr. Grump, Elmo knows even a big grump like you will melt into a mushy puddle when Elmo tells you about our little street. And Elmo wants to keep his fur just where it is.
That was nearly 40 years ago, guys. That was when I was a kid. They were already fucking skewering him, being like, look at this dipshit. He's just a shitty developer who wants to ruin neighborhoods in New York and put up gaudy buildings. They had him nailed. Then we've known the whole time this isn't new.
Just like the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Remember when Obama, and I think it was Seth Meyers. Is it Meyers or Myers? But they made the jokes about him.
Yeah.
He from that point forward, he hated Obama. legitimately hated Obama. And so, yeah, like one thing you can't do is make people laugh at him, because if you laugh at him, that's the ultimate form of humiliation for him. If somebody else that like if he can make you laugh, he's okay with that, right? But if you laugh at him, it's a wrap. I just sent you a video, and it's a video of what Marco Rubio said about Trump either in 2015 or 16, and it's true. I do somewhat blame the media for Donald Trump because they did not take him seriously enough. They treated him as a joke and they sane washed him. We all know that, but I think a lot of people do forget. But it's like they really, really fucked us over because no one took him serious. I was like, cool. I'm not going to kid you. I was cool with a lot of Republicans then. And none that I knew took him seriously. But then once he became the nominee, it was like everything changed. And I was like, how the fuck are y'all going to vote for this guy? He's awful. Excuses, excuses. I lost a lot of friends in 2016.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I gotta go because I have this dreadful thing called work to do.
Lame.
But have a lovely day. Well, have a lovely sleep, everyone.
Have a good day,
Thank you.
Erika. Everyone tell Erika to have a good day at work. Bye, Erika.
Have a great day at work, Erika.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you to real quick before we play this, and then I think we'll probably wrap up after this. But thank you to Ray on the Blue app. Says, if anyone wants to hear a first-hand account of what it was like in the Hanoi Hilton, listen to Jocko Podcast episodes 76 and 358. Both service members were there for over 5 years. Great insight on how life was for those service members and what they endured. I 100% will be listening to that. Thank you very much, Ray. Thank you. Let's take a watch here from Erika.
Okay, Secretary Rubio, if you could talk.
Where is the sound? Hold, please.
Yeah, we could hear it, Matt, but I figured you can't.
I can't. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. I just got to do one thing, and I will be able to hear it. Hold, please. We're good. My bad.
Okay, Secretary Rubio, if you could talk to Senator Rubio in 2016, what message would you give 2016 Marco Rubio?
Senator, good morning.
Good morning.
Did someone hit the panic button last night?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I can just tell you that a con artist is about to take over the Republican Party and the conservative movement, and we have to put a stop to it. And part of it is, look at the report you guys just did. Donald Trump last night had no answers on the issue of health care, and if you listen to that report that just led into this, the media is pumping him up as some sort of unstoppable force. Donald Trump has portrayed himself now consistently as fighting for the working people, and he has a record of sticking it to working people for 35 years. If any other candidate in this race had his record, there would be nonstop reporting on it. But unfortunately, he's being pumped up because many in the media with a bias know that he'll be easy to beat in a general election. So we're going to put a stop to it now. There is no way we are going to allow a con artist to take over the conservative movement, and Donald Trump is a con artist.
So what do you think a Trump government would look like, Senator?
It would be chaos. No one knows, but it would look probably like the positions he's held for all these years on many of these issues. He is wholly unprepared to be president of the United States. He refuses to answer questions on any specific public policy. He has no plan for health care, for example. They asked him about the debt. He claimed he's going to cut the debt by cutting fraud and abuse, which everyone acknowledges. And he didn't get any follow-up or any press on that, and nobody pressed him on that afterwards. I tried to get the moderators to ask him about it. This is the most important government job on the planet. We're about to turn over the conservative movement to a person that has no ideas of any substance on the important issues, the nuclear codes of the United States, to an erratic individual, and the conservative movement to someone who has spent a career sticking it to working people.
Put on your seatbelt because the world's going to change a lot over the next 10 years. If you think about what's happened since then, between COVID, the election, the second election, now this new election, everything that's happened in the world, I think the one thing I've learned is you can plan for the future all you want, but you have no idea what's going to happen, and it'll be something you didn't expect.
Buckle up.
Damn. That's one of those pain smiles.
He just hate like everything. Like he hates himself, right? Like, he definitely hates
He
himself.
has to. Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so we're all on the same page. He hates himself. Just wanted to make sure we're all.
And then like tie that in with like JD Vance saying all those things that he did about Trump in 2015 and 2016, that he was America's Schmittler. That's the one that stands out. I mean, that's a hell of a comparison, to juxtapose someone against Schmittler.
I have to say, it's one of the only things that gives like a little bit of credence, just a little bit of credence, to the like Rubio and Vance teaming up to kind of like, instead of, because apparently Trump has been trying to like pit them against each other, but apparently like the idea that they, instead of being like pitted against each other, as Trump is known to do with executives that work for him, because Vance and Rubio are too fucking smart for that. I'm sorry, I don't like them, but they're too fucking smart for that. That they might be teaming up against him, like they actively might be trying to 25th Amendment him. It's one of the only reasons why I would actually kind of believe that theory a little bit.
It's a tactic of the narcissist to do triangulation. So to isolate and then to pit them against each other.
Exactly.
But hopefully they do recognize what is happening and that they are teaming up. And I was going to ask y'all about that. If that is true. So like you guys, someone had mission reports, but I haven't looked into it. Are they really trying to do the 25th Amendment against this guy? Because the cabinet has to do something, but to get Pete Hegseth on board and the USDA lady,
they don't
and
need
Scott
all of them.
Bissett,
They don't need all.
How many they need?
They need 8.
Eight? Okay.
They need 8. Nemo, I'm right. It's 8, right?
Yeah, I think so. But like the issue with the 25th Amendment is that all that Trump has to do is say, nah. Like in the 25th Amendment, like the way that it works is if it's done forcibly, so like the VP and everybody gets together, they say the current president is not fit for office, they cannot execute the duties, blah, blah. And boom, okay, he's out. And then VP is now acting president. Okay, well, Trump can then turn around and say, yeah, all these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm totally fine. I'm able to do the duties of the office. And then it goes to Congress. And then it has to be a 2/3 majority in the House and the Senate. And that's the only way that he would be pushed out forcibly.
Yep.
So it's actually easier to impeach and remove than it is to do the 25th Amendment.
100%. Yeah.
I'm going to say I could see it happening. Mutiny.
Stranger things have happened. Real quick, I want to say thanks to Pick and Grin over who said half a gallon of gas with a question mark. I think that person was trolling, and they just I don't know, they wanted to make a joke that they paid $2.18 for half a gallon of gas. I think that was their big joke, because then they hung up right away. So I don't know. Do either of you guys have anything left to read off? You guys got anything over there? Anything?
Nope, nothing for me.
Nope. Are you about to skedaddle?
Yeah. It's 2:30 in the morning for me. This is
Debate me. Who's better, Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Shut up. I'm an East Coaster. I'm not. I don't play. It's Biggie all the way.
It's a Biggie. Okay, bet. Debate me. Who's better, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Matt?
Everyone knows that Justin Timberlake's the only reason that NSYNC.
Matt?
Both parties are.
Matt?
Both parties are bad.
Matt?
But now see, this is where I could actually get behind the both parties are bad. All right, okay, fine.
Matt? What are we doing?
Backstreet Boys are overall more talented.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right. Matt knows what's up. Okay, all right. I just had to make sure. I'm done. I'm finished.
Someone's at 98 degrees.
Oh,
boy.
wow. I have a TRL story, but it's okay.
Nemo, where should we go? Where should we go?
To sleep.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
Let's raid Joey.
Okay. We're going to go to Joey and tell him that we sent you. Before you do that, make sure you're subscribed over on the tube, both to me and to my friend Nemo. His @ is down here in the description. Subscribe to our friend Erika. That's Erika with a C _ Shante, SHANTE. You can find her on the tube if you're not already subscribed to her. Over here on TikTok, make sure that you're following all of us. If you'd like to offer additional support, you can find links down in the description in YouTube. You can find links in our bios over here. Also, in those links, you can find Nemo's Discord. Join up, and we can have some fun. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much for your generosity. We'll see you guys back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. All right.